Oh snap! It's your boy DJ Pt2. I am your host with the most. I'm also quite nasty on those ones and twos because you already know I make it do what it do. Welcome to the conversation, man. I got a special treat for y'all today, this evening. Um, I got some great I got a guest panelist um, and another guest panelist who's a viewer of the show, and he wanted to be a part of the conversation because he was yelling at the screen like, "I got to be a part of this." Welcome to the conversation, everybody. I'm your host, DJ Kate out the party. It is a joy to be here with you guys this evening. Um, and I just really just can't wait to introduce everybody to you guys. Um, and we'll go ahead and get started on that particular situation. But we'll see who's in the building. Lou in the building. What's up? He's ready. He's like, let's go. Let's go. All right. We going where where is Ellie? Call Ellie. Tell her to get her butt in here. Appreciate you guys being in the audience. Appreciate everybody being here. Uh, and the thing is, I am excited and ecstatic for you guys to be here with us today on the conversation because we're going to talk about some good stuff today. We're going to talk about the gender wars part two. Are we still in a gender war part two? Because the conversation did get really interesting. It will not be 3 hours this time. It will be hopefully an hour and a half tops. So I'm going to, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and start to introduce my panel here, so we can get everybody acquainted. Uh, and hold on real quick. There's a few people that hopped off. Okay. All right. So I will start with the person that he's a newbie. Um, uh, I will tell you, this brother is incredibly talented. I am reading his uh, uh, I would call mini series because that's what it's going to be. Uh, and stars might pick it up. He's incredibly talented. He's a writer. He's a father, promoter, all those type of things, inspiring on those as well. By the way, and he's just a great worth of knowledge. And I appreciate him being on the show. And this is his first time, so y'all be nice to him, okay? My guy, Mr. Allen, thank you for being on the show. So, hey,
Hey man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm glad to be here, bro.
how can people contact you or get in touch with you about the things that you're doing? And please announce everything that you're doing, sir.
Oh man. I'm actually writing a manuscript. I'm getting ready. I'm actually in the process of finishing up a manuscript. Um Definitely something real good, man. It's something for folks to see, man. It's getting back to, reintroducing black love to the families, and it's just real important to me to get this out. I'll be able to put my information up in the chat box. So I'm looking for any local talent, anybody who is into script writing. I'm open to any ideas. I'm just totally. Colorado has a lot of talent here, man, and I just want to be a part of exposing the talent that's here, and giving these folks an opportunity. But what I got going on, man, I would definitely want to share it with you guys, not just you, brother. I know you got it, but the other folks that's online with us too as well. So I'll have my information up in the chat box where y'all can get in contact with me, those who may be interested.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. And thank you for being on the show again. First of all, I'd like to introduce my co-host, my big sister. She is incredibly funny and amazing. She turned over a new leaf, y'all. She's trying to stop cussing in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, won't he do
I
it?
cannot stand
Won't
you.
he,
I cannot stand
won't
you. I
he
cannot stand you.
do it? She is she damn near raised me. uh, and she's also my manager as well, business partner. Y'all welcome the wonderful and lovely, talented Love Bug. Thank you for being on the show, man.
Hi, my fellow Americans.
Where can people find you at?
Don't look for me. I ain't trying to be found at all. I'm
You're probably
here.
right.
I'm around. When you see me, say hey.
Yeah, and none of them nasty pics either. None of them nasty pics,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
keep y'all's dangalangs to yourself. Thank you very much.
That's right. You tell them, sis. Uh, the next person I got, um, she is she has a fascination with bats, like baseball bats. You know what I'm saying? And she can rap her ass off. She can sing. She can write. Matter of fact, she actually wrote for the show today. um, and she got a she actually has she's working on an album, and she is going to be coming out here pretty soon. And she's the original. You know what I'm saying? Hood Harley Quinn. Welcome to the show, Queen. What it do? What it do?
Hey, your girl hit Harvey in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Where can you find you at, man?
Well, I'm a bit of everywhere these days. So all your social medias, look for me.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect, perfect.
Got a lot of
And then
stuff going on coming up. Clothing line, flyers and stuff, artwork. I've been just doing a whole lot of stuff out here. I'm just on my hustle. So, you know, tune in.
tune in, damn it, tune in. Thank you,
Mhm.
man. And
Yeah.
when that album comes out, we got to hear that. We got to hear that.
Oh
I got to
yeah,
go.
and I got a show on the 21st. Come outside, come
Where at?
outside.
Where can we
It's
find
at
you at?
Rumors Cafe. Look at see that's why I be like stay tuned because I got so much going on I can't even keep up with my own self. Go to my page. You know what I'm saying? Just go follow me. Follow
Okay,
me
everywhere, goddamn it, everywhere.
everywhere. It's a lot
Okay,
going on.
all
Crazy.
right, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Uh, my next panelist, uh, y'all favorite. We missed him last week. No, matter of fact, he was here last week. I'm sorry. He was here last week. I'm sorry. Uh, um, we're talking about improv comedian. Has traveled. No, doing his comedy. Um, we'll let you know when he has some upcoming shows. He's been doing this for years. Uh, Great person. One of my mentors, big bros. He don't play about me, and he's y'all favorite. Uh, let's welcome old school in the building. Thank you for being here.
Hello. Hi.
Where can they find you, old school?
Right in this goddamn chair. You tell
Right,
you, right here.
right in the chair,
I ain't
in the
I ain't going nowhere
chair.com,
yet. Yeah.
in the
Right here,
chair.
goddamn it. In chair got yeah, in this chair.com. There you go. That's a good way to put that shit. You're right. Yeah. Hopefully
Chair.com. You should
I'm coming my boys coming to town soon. My boys coming to town in a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna see if I can get on his show. Tony Rock's coming to the improv. So maybe
okay.
I can get in touch with him and I can get on one of them days out there. So hopefully that'll be up soon. He's coming in a couple of weeks. So we'll see.
Perfect. Thank you. To a city near you, goddamn it. All right,
Yeah.
now for my special guest. Um, Let me tell you right now, she I got a treat for y'all today, especially for the men. Okay. First of all, she's very beautiful. Very talented in what she does. I think she's very much um what I adore about her is that she's very passionate about people in general, but black us black folks and couples in general to be together. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be single. We're supposed to be with each other. You know what I'm saying? And she's just trying to get it together for us to get in the same room so she can go ahead and work her magic and all that type of stuff. Cause she's just that dope. You know what I'm saying? She has a podcast called Dear Jazzy. Okay, super dope podcast. It is on the R network, also an all black network right there. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm super proud of to even announce. But she is doing some amazing work over here. I actually went to her one of her speed dates events, and she's going to be having some more events coming up, possibly in April. So y'all look out for that. So, and then we're gonna have her back on the show to promote that as well. So, y'all give her a round of applause, everybody, for
No.
for Jasmine Elizabeth. Thank you for being on the show, man.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a
Gave you a
lot.
good introduction.
That was a lot,
Oh
but I
man.
appreciate it. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here. Look forward to a great conversation and just thank you for welcoming me on the platform. So yeah, here I am.
All right. And where can they follow you at?
Um, so on Facebook, you can follow me at Jasmine Elizabeth, Instagram, Jasmine Elizabeth Inc. If you want to send a letter, a thought, or correspondence based off of this conversation or any conversation, you can send it to Dear Jazzy at gmail.com. And you can catch Dear Jazzy every Friday on my Facebook page or on YouTube on our network. We usually start around like 4:35, depending on the Friday, and we stream for about an hour and a half. But yeah, Dear Jazzy is on our network. It's on YouTube, and that's RAH. You spell R, it's AHRR, our network. That's how you spell it. And yeah, you can write me at Dear Jazzy at gmail.com.
Awesome. I mean, we can't. I'm looking forward to that next episode, man. I can't wait. I'm
On
excited.
Friday, it's going to be a good one.
It'll be a good one. I'm loving it. All right. Well, thank you for being here on the show, man. I surely do appreciate that. And we're gonna bring us all in real quick. Let's see. We bring Adam back. There we go. Let's go ahead and do it. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today? First of all,
Well, after that long thing you did for your girl, we all went to sleep.
Right.
Hey,
That's I was
man,
like, that was
well,
a lot.
good Lord. I mean,
first of
I
all,
appreciate it for her too, but
first of all, old school. That is your profession is sleeping.
waiting on
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Okay, why
Hey
you
man,
just
we
68?
must.
That's what you do. Okay, we don't do nothing else too. That's
Hey,
what you do.
we
Okay,
must get them
one day
flowers.
you'll
We
be
must get them
here.
flowers where flowers is due.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
okay, but you got not the show's an hour and a half, not for 25 minutes. Come on, man. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
I appreciate it too, but Lord have mercy. I ain't got
he
for so much time. Let's
he
get
always
on with this.
complains. He just always complaining.
Let's
It's
make it
okay. We love
happen.
you anyway. We love you anyway.
I
All
take my
right.
medicine. I gotta go. I got everything is timed over here. Okay, so let's go, man. That's what he wasted.
Let's go now.
Bathroom
Here we
time,
go
all that. I
now.
got all
Let's
this is
go now.
scheduled. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh
We
my
Get
gosh.
it
You.
moving.
we gotta take. I know
Let's
you
Woo.
get
got
it moving.
high blood pressure.
Well, with that being
Um,
said, drum roll,
you want the
please.
drum roll? You said you want? Oh, a drum roll. That what you said?
Drum roll,
Yeah. Come on,
please.
producer. Where the drum
All
roll at?
right. The first question is, and might
Oh
I ask
God,
you
he's
in
so
this?
slow.
What are the main reasons relationships don't last? And I'm going to go ahead and go with. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Mr. Allen.
Why did I figure you was gonna do that, yo?
You a newbie?
Uh, oh
Better you than
man.
me.
Being the age that I am, 53, man, and I didn't seen a lot of different things, right? So, I would say, from my
I
experience,
can't hear him.
the type of stimulus. You can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, my bad. So I think I would say the type of stimulations that folks put on each other, man. You know, it come in with expectations and things of that nature. And when them expectations isn't met, there's disappointment. You know, so
Hmm.
Okay.
I can only speak from experience. So, you know, the expectations and the things that folks tend to expect from folks, from their partners, I would think.
Okay. I
That's
think
one of
that
the
I think
biggest
that
things, man.
I think that's accurate. Honestly, I really think that's accurate. Thank you. That was super dope, by the way, and I appreciate that because that I think that's accurate. That's very accurate. Um, well, we
Real
got some.
quick, if I can say this real quick. Now
Yeah, go ahead.
you supposed to have some type of expectation on what you want and what you're looking for and things of that nature. But
Hmm.
it's so different in this generation, man. The expectation, the things they're expecting nowadays is
Hmm.
totally absurd
I agree,
to me.
100%, 100%. All right, the next person I'm gonna go ahead and go with is my sister Love Bug. What's going on with it? Love Bug. Oh,
Hold on, I didn't hear the question. I'm trying to get ready for my date.
date? The hell? She's about to go on a date on the damn. Okay, hold up. All right. The question
Oh
is,
God! Oh, here we go.
Lord have mercy,
Woo!
have mercy.
Love it, love it,
Just take the
love it.
wheel. Um, um, the question is, what are the main reasons relationships don't last?
Because people are greedy, selfish, self-absorbed, disrespectful. Hmm. Um, there's so many different reasons why relationships don't work. People are, yeah,
Mhm.
they lack self-awareness. Just people are nasty, money hungry. Everybody's looking for a handout. Not everybody, but a lot of people looking for handouts.
You said handouts. Like, what do you mean by handouts? Can you break that down a little bit?
Yeah, like the little trick that thought you was gonna do her hair for her.
Oh,
That would have been a handout. Absolutely not,
Mhm,
boo boo.
mhm.
Great example.
I don't
Thank
disagree with
you.
that at all. I don't disagree with you at all, man. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
that's a
yeah,
handout.
that's
And
fair.
that's what a lot of people are, that's males and females. Both of them are looking for that. Somebody that's gonna take care of them. Like,
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. We so the next person I'm going to ask is Jasmine. What you got for us? Did you need me to repeat the question? You got it. Can you hear me?
I don't think she can hear you, bro.
Oh, I don't think she can hear me.
She's smiling real nice. I don't know if you heard what you said.
Hold on.
she,
Let's see. Can you
she,
hear me? Can
If
you
you're
hear me?
talking to me, no, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can hear you.
Are you asking me to answer the question?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Um, well, that's a loaded question. I think, um, yeah, that's loaded. A lot of times relationships don't work because you're with the wrong person and you're not intended to be. So first off, one, I think relationships are experiences, right? So they serve purposes where some of them are seasonal, some of them are long term, some of them you shouldn't have never been in the first place and you knew that. And a lot of times we see red flags, we see shit that we shouldn't step into and we do. And then we're surprised when it doesn't work. Or we try to stay in shit longer than intended and we get hurt. Or people grow apart. Or there's so many different dynamics, and I think a lot of it has to do with the willingness to commit to the work of the growth of the other person, um, accepting the other person um, as they are, because what we have to realize is like when you get to know a person for real, like that person's not changing. Like they're not gonna change. So when you come into a relationship thinking you're gonna change a man, thinking you're gonna change a woman, or if I could just do this, or if he just does that, or whatever the case may be, knowing that it's shit that you really don't want to tolerate over time, we set ourselves up. And I think we do that a lot. And we don't fucking date either. Like niggas rush in head over heels into stuff. You be with somebody for 30 days and next thing you know, you're claiming that's your man and he don't feel the same way, but you do. And now you're lost and in your feelings and shit. And now 60 days later, it's a whole nother person. And you're like, you didn't sign up for it, but you didn't take the time either. So I think there's a lot of different dynamics and reasons why relationships don't work. But a lot of it is self-reflection, accountability, tolerance, because like it was mentioned, people get into situations because niggas and women both be homeless and need somewhere to stay or whatever the situations may be. But accountability, tolerance, different dynamics, staying in shit longer than you should have, ignoring red flags because you don't want to be lonely. Like there's a lot of different things, a lot of different reasons.
Okay. I think I, she was cooking. She broke that down. She broke that all the way down.
Okay, and
Um,
period. All of the above.
and I
Mm-hmm.
think and she's right. You know what I'm
I can't
saying?
hear.
Like,
That's why I keep leaving and coming back in. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or what.
No,
So
I keep having to do it too. It's just I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you
yeah,
can't hear like
try
when people talking.
try
yeah, because I
try
see
doing
he's
it
in
This
again.
full
KD stuff.
conversation and I have no idea what he's saying. So that's why I keep going out and coming back in.
Uh,
Yeah.
Kaden, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So just if you got to go in and go out, that's okay.
Put it in the
Um,
chat. I'll read it while you're talking. Or
He said
maybe
if you
okay.
gotta go in and go out, that's okay, because that's what you just gotta do sometimes. So we
okay.
can hear each other. Just keep logging out and logging back in.
You might you,
Okay,
Oh
I'll be
you
wait,
back.
might need somebody to
so she
interpret
can
for
hear
you.
you. Hood, she can hear you.
She can hear me, but she can't hear you. And then sometimes it be
Oh,
like that for me too. Like I can hear everybody else, but I can't hear you.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what be going on. So I be having to log out and come back in too.
Okay, okay. So, why don't we go ahead and have you answer that question, ma'am?
Oh,
If you
me.
yes,
Do, do,
ma'am,
do, do.
it is your turn. Go ahead.
All right, so I would say a lot of what she said to piggyback off of
Mm.
all of the above, what she said. And you know what I'm saying? Just setting boundaries, having those hard conversations when you first meet somebody, kind of knowing what you want, taking sex out of the equation because that plays a whole big role in a lot of situationships.
Ooh.
And just, you know, choosing your person. Like it's about your person as well as to why relationships don't work. So yeah, I have to piggyback because she said a whole lot, and I'm just gonna say a whole lot of what she said, and we ain't gonna do that. So yeah, that's my answer.
All right. Great response. Great
Boundaries,
response.
communication, choosing your person, having those hard conversations, taking sex out of the equation, all of that stuff.
Mm, okay.
Mhm.
All right. That'll work. That'll definitely work. I appreciate that.
See, now I can't
Well,
hear you.
you can't hear me.
Nope.
Old school. Can you hear me?
What's going
Yeah, I hear
on
you.
And
in the
it's and
world?
now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Like, I might have to log out. I'm gonna log out and come back in. Can anybody else
Okay.
hear me?
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. I
Yeah.
can hear you.
You can hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Or nobody. Okay,
You can't
I'll
hear
be back.
nobody. Okay. All right. Sometimes we're gonna have technical difficulties, people. So bear with us. It's life.
We've been having them all the time. It be
Yeah,
sometime.
it's all
They
right.
come going every week, man. Shut up.
Yeah,
Thank
Get
you,
your
because I
crap
said the
together.
same thing.
All this
yeah.
technical
Old school.
crap. And then you want to turn around and tell me, use your phone. Boy, you crazy as hell. You don't get this crap together on my time and stuff. I could be in the bathroom somewhere.
Oh
Shit.
my God, not the bathroom.
God damn it.
Okay, old school. Since it is your turn to answer the question.
I'm old.
Uh,
I spend most of my time in the bathroom. Oh, now you want me to ask the question?
Oh, it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. We just
First
we
of all,
going.
I had to, but girl, you came up with a new word. I asked, no, she came up with a new word. Situations. a ship. That's a new goddamn. You just making up shit, girl. Where
Oh
you
yeah,
find that word?
that
Situation
is
ships. I said, what the fuck?
that is the thing. Old school. It is the thing.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
she came with a new word. I said, okay.
Situationships.
But
Situationship.
again, I listened to the ladies. Both the ladies said things that I don't want to try to piggyback, but it's stuff I've said before. But again, like I said, in my 68 years and 50 years plus of dealing with women, what I learned one thing is the biggest thing that we don't do in the beginning, start having conversation and ask those questions, some deep questions about things that you don't realize that later on through the relationship is gonna make a difference. Like what position we're gonna have sex in, how many times we're
Mhm.
gonna have sex, shit like that. How far you gonna go to please me? Because nowadays relationships not built on love and none of that kind of crap. It's about how good you gonna make me feel in bed, or how you gonna take care of other things for me. Other than that, what else shit fucking matter? We only talk about are we gonna have kids or what we gonna do about houses. We're gonna no. All we think about is sex and what you gonna do for me other than that, as far as financially. So if you're gonna do all that, find out who the hell you're dealing with. And like I said, well, like I've said before, take sex out the equation. Start asking some serious questions. What do you want in life? If you're talking to another woman, I mean, a man talking to a woman, what do you want? What is it going to take to get you to be mine? And, go from there. Then you understand what you're getting yourself into. Not going in with your eyes, you're blinded thinking you're going to do all this and you're going to do enough. A lot of times people they look for a potential in a certain person and think they're going to change a person, once they get into that relationship, not knowing whatever that person is doing, he may be happy or she may be happy. So if you don't understand that before you go in there and start changing the dynamic of everything, you're looking for trouble in the first place. So in the beginning, I think, and like I said, being married twice and divorced and not, and let one head speak and not the right head, you gotta understand what you're gonna get yourself in the long run. You gotta start looking ahead and not just what's going on today. We're always looking for
Hey,
right now. And what are you doing now and what's going to affect 10 or 15 years down the road. We don't look like that. We're always thinking about today. And that creates a lot of problems. We don't look ahead. And so we prepare ourselves for it.
and
And
then
I
you
think
know
that's
what,
a lot of how I do it.
old school.
Huh?
If I could piggyback on, let me piggyback on what you said too, man. There's no
Don't piggyback
spiritual
on me. Get off
balance.
my back, man. I'm too old to be carrying
You
y'all
know,
asses. Get off me. Damn it.
hey, listen. Hey,
Don't
bro,
be
All
check
right.
piggyback.
this. Hey, listen. On a serious note, on a
Go
serious
ahead.
note, there's no spiritual balance either. That word evenly
There you
yoked don't
go.
mean
Yeah.
nothing to
Ooh,
nobody no
Right.
yeah.
more.
Don't mean
Evenly
nothing.
yoked. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
understanding
no,
that
it
it
don't
ain't
mean
always
nothing.
going to
No.
be 50-50. That's going to be 70-30. That's going to be
No.
80-20. But the work,
Right.
the things but the oh man, that evenly yoke and that spiritual balance don't exist. And that is a recipe for
It
disaster,
don't.
man. You know what I'm
It don't.
saying?
Oh
I
yeah,
would have to
oh yeah.
agree.
You
Yeah.
got to be on the same
That's
page somewhere, and it always and the situation is it ain't always the man making all the money. He's making money. I mean, I might make 60,000 a year, 70,000 a year. Hell, she's bringing in 100. That's 107,000 now between the two of us. What the fuck are we arguing
right.
about? We should be able to do whatever between the two of us and sit down and be living in a nice, comfortable way. But no, we get greedy or want more, or we were trying to live with the Jones and see what somebody else down the street doing. Fuck that. If you sit back and look at what you're doing and quit looking at what you want and what do you need to make your ass happy? How much do it take? You know, and once you establish that,
K Dot
you
and
go
I
from
had a
there.
good conversation about such a little while, like
So hold
maybe
on,
last week
wait. I want
about
to
Hold on, wait.
Okay, go
wait.
ahead, Jazz. What
So
you
can
got?
we go back to what
the
he
like
was saying about being like equally yoked and spiritually yoked? Because I don't
Okay.
think he was referring to like money or finances. I think that's a very
No,
key
he's talking
point.
about spiritually.
Yeah, but what I'm
Yeah,
saying is like so before we go into finances, I think that's a really important part to kind of like pay attention to because um I think that's like the structure or the foundation for relationships. Like you have to be willing to do your own work and your healing work. And I feel like, and this isn't to pass judgment or anything of that nature, but I do feel like right now in the place that we're in, that women have been far more receptive and willing to do the work to heal and to bring themselves into relationships. Now, this isn't all women because we know there's still some bitter, scorned women who are in their situations or whatever the case may be, but I don't necessarily see men necessarily committing themselves to do the work as well. And so even in that dynamic, trying to bring it into a relationship, it causes a level of confrontation. And to hear the sentiment to say like it doesn't exist, I would have to disagree with that because it definitely does exist. There are women who are doing the spiritual healing that are trying to commit to the work so that they can be whatever they need to be in a relationship, whether it's with the man or with themselves. Now, are men necessarily committing to the work at high levels? No, if we're being honest. And so, with that dynamic, it really makes pursuing relationships a little bit complicated because I can come into a relationship with the man and I could be completely open and honest about what I want. But if you're a man and you haven't done the work, you're gonna, and I'm not again putting all men into this scope, but as a man who are chasers, your praise, that's your natural instinct. You're going to prey on my vulnerability instead of protecting my vulnerability. And I think that's something very important to highlight when you say that the spiritual disconnect is not there or the spiritual yoking isn't there. I would have to say that's on a more one sided plane than the other. So I just wanted to address that. And then in terms of finances, of course, you should be able to have a balance. I understand that there are the dynamics where one is making more. And I actually think that men struggle with that more. Men struggle with the fact that a woman may potentially make more than them. I don't think that that's an issue for women. I think it's an issue for men more or less. Of course, woman wants a man who's going to provide, who's going to really be able to be in the same bracket as them. But we all know for women that that's not necessarily a deal breaker. And we know that because we know how many men are on the couch playing doing things that aren't necessarily the things. So I just wanted to address both of those key points from a different perspective.
Okay, well, I
Now
would
let
like
me
to.
let,
I would
hey,
like.
hey K Dot, real quick, bro. Hold on, hold on,
Okay,
hold on,
all
hold
right,
on,
go.
hold
You
on.
would you like to
So
have a
so
rebuttal?
so so yes, indeed.
All
So
right, two
sister, let
minutes.
me
Two
let me
minutes.
I hear I totally get what you're saying. And it depends on the type of person and then the age of men. They're so different. Oh, there's so many different type of levels. How can I put this? You got some grown ass men that's some damn kids that's of age to act strictly like kids too as well. But you got some grown
Yeah.
ass sisters
Agreed.
out here that think just because she is a female, then she is at a level where she could be say she's a business owner. You know, she
Mhm.
tend to look down because she's dating a dude that may not be a business owner, but this brother getting up, going to work, taking care of his business, doing his part, no problem at all. But yet, it's still there's still a sense of disconnection there. And what I meant by spiritual, you have that man. And this day, again, I'm 53. I don't know how old you are, but from
I'm
when back
41.
in the day when I was so there's still a little gap between us still there. The generation is still a little different. This generation don't believe in um praying together. Men, I believe in waiting and praying for what I want and allowing God to bring what I want to me. That means having
Okay.
patience. You don't, like you said, the dating. You don't jump. You gotta get to know a person. You don't. Soon as you meet a person, y'all okay. Well, can you pay a phone bill? This is a lot of shit I used to get from females. Can I pay a phone bill, ma'am? And a lot of sisters out here. I'm from Cleveland. A lot of sisters out here. I got my own crib, own car, own job. I'm a single father. I'm on top of my game. And the sisters seem to be intimidated by that instead of being able to identify and say, okay, this brother bought his business and he ain't a dependent. You can't claim me on your income taxes. Ain't none of that going on. I'm strictly about my business and what I ain't
Okay.
afraid to eat it by myself neither, because I know what I can bring to the table. So all brothers ain't like that at all, especially my age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Agreed.
Like that's true.
Jasmine, would you like a rebuttal?
Agreed. No, there's no argument there. And I
Okay.
also there's levels at all places, right? So there's 55-year-old women who are still 20 or 18, and there's men who haven't started healing at 46 or whatever the case may be. So I do
Yeah.
agree with
Yeah,
that dynamic for sure.
Right.
I think it's the commitment to wanting to do the work and being honest with yourself. And then
absolutely.
just really, like you said, um willing to be patient and willing to be single. Like, I don't understand why people feel like being single is a bad thing, or like you
Right.
have to stay in a relationship because if you have a
Absolutely.
child, or you have to, it's like, no, I have 3 children, they all have their own dad, and in their situations it did not work, and I'm not going to stay in a situation because I have a
Okay.
kid, because that's more traumatic. And so I think the
Mhm.
importance of picking your person, like you said, and understanding like we're all healing, and we meet people at different places in our lives as we heal. And that's why I always say like relationships are experiences. Like, we're not tied to anyone permanently unless we choose to be. And so it's
Hmm.
like, what are we experiencing in that relationship? What are we getting in that dynamic? And two, you said something where it's like where a woman is expecting you to pay a bill. Let's talk about that like that. Let's
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Uh-oh, what
We might have
happened?
lost her.
Well,
She
you
was
know,
cooking. She was
sometimes there
cooking.
is some sometimes
Don't do
some.
that. Don't do that, because she dropped the mic. Don't do that.
I didn't do
She's dead
anything.
right. She's
I
dead
didn't
right.
Ah,
look. I didn't
She's
do
Did you
dead
pay
right.
your
anything.
So she
bill?
dropped the mic. Ain't
Did,
no clapping on
hey,
that.
did you pay?
She
Did you pay
said
your
Right.
that.
I'm
bill?
like, what happened?
She
Yeah,
Cause
said
that
that
what?
was
KD, did
perfectly.
you pay your bill?
very
Somebody
funny.
didn't pay
That
their
was,
bill. Somebody didn't pay their
it was
bill.
very much paid, sir. It was paid.
hey,
You take
there's
the evidence.
an old school. You ever heard of the old saying, old
Okay,
school,
That
old school?
is
Hey,
rude.
let me
old
You
let,
school.
let
You
come
ever
pay
heard it?
it.
I didn't do
You ever
anything. I
heard of that?
promise you. I
Hey,
did not
y'all ever
do
heard of that
anything.
old saying? Before it can be we, it has to be me.
Nah, she said exactly what
Yeah.
she was supposed to say. And if you
Yeah.
caught it, you
Shit, I
caught
ain't
it.
paying no
If you was
bills.
listening, you caught it, because that's exactly how it is. The age don't even matter. Either you're gonna
Age
fix
doesn't
yourself
matter.
and
I
work
caught
to
it,
better
and yeah,
yourself,
Hold
age
or
on,
you're
don't
hold on,
not.
matter.
hold
It's
on, hold
what's
on,
going
hold on.
on in this day and age for real.
For real.
No
So here's the
matter
thing.
what the ages are.
Here's my response to it. Here's my response. Jasmine, you back?
Oh, she's back. What she
Come
Mm.
on,
said?
babies. Come on.
Oh,
Cause they don't
oh,
get here. Ain't nobody about to play.
Clock
all right,
that. See,
we got to get her
clock
back.
that. See,
Okay,
where she
so
goes? She disappeared again.
before she gets back, I'll I'll give you my response. My response is here's the thing.
Uh oh, now I
Uh
can't hear.
oh,
What's going
she's back.
on?
She's back. Hold on. Let me have her.
Yeah, please do.
Jasmine, you was cooking.
Move fast, not
You
slow.
was cooking. What did
Mm-hmm.
you have? Go,
Oh,
can you?
okay. So this is what I was saying too. So I wanted to challenge this other notion. This is just open conversation, right? So
Okay.
he said, like, the conversation is like, I always have a
Oh
woman say,
boy.
like, well, can you pay a bill for me? Okay, think about this. As a young girl, we're groomed to depend on a man. Your Princess Charming is coming to save you. Your princess, you need to make sure that you're ready. So when Tarzan and he comes and this person, like, you're prepared. So we're taught to allow a man to take care of us, right? And so that was the whole dynamic before the women's movement, before we were actually able to be dependent. The expectation was for a man to take care of you. That was the
Okay.
dynamic of a relationship. You were in a relationship so that your husband could provide for you. Women couldn't get a house, they couldn't have a bank account, they couldn't have any of those things. So what you
Okay.
have to understand is the expectation of a man to take care of you is ingrained. It's not something we were just that we just pulled out of the sky. And it's definitely a dynamic that has changed with the new women's movement, the new 60s things. And I get all that. But for you to say, or for people to think that it's weird for women to expect to be taken care of by a man is crazy. And I
Not
really
when you
feel
just
like
met this brother.
Black
You
men
don't
are
meet
the
a
only
dude and
Oh,
ask
let
him
her
to
men
pay
that
a
finish.
really
Oh,
phone
struggle with
bill.
that. Because if you
Let
look
her
at
finish.
any other culture,
Shit.
they want to take care of their women. They want to make sure that their women is well kept, put up, and put together. Now, in the other dynamic for us as women, I think that we
Hmm.
fail because we don't necessarily have a sense of dependence that is healthy. We get to a
Okay.
point where we're independent independent, and we feel like because we've had all these accolades that we don't need a man, but we do. Like, we still need a man. We still need that protection. We still need that balance. But we have so many mixed messages. And then we also do have the dynamic where if I am an independent woman and I can take care of myself, now you as a man feel intimidated and you feel like I don't need you because I have my own house and I have my own this, not understanding that I've only done what I've been taught to do on my own, but that doesn't disqualify you from being the man that I need as well. So with all
Okay.
the missed messages, it's like, how do we connect them, dissect them, and push through them? Because so many different things are being taught that way. Yes, please depend on a man. Wait for your Prince Charming. Make sure you're ready. But at the same time, don't ask that nigga to do nothing for you, because if you do, then you're a problem. So which one is it? Like, which one
Right.
am I supposed to do? Don't ask me for nothing, but then also don't take care of yourself either. Like, wait for me to do that. So I'm
I
trying
gotta
to understand,
interject
like,
too.
which message do we feed into? Like, which
I
one
think what
is
the
the right
man is
Okay.
message?
saying though, like, is with
I
ladies,
like
Okay.
it's
you.
like they
I
Okay.
lead
like
Hold
with
you.
on.
that.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, I don't think that what some of these men are
Can't hear
saying
you.
is like that they won't do it.
Can
What they're
y'all hear?
saying is some of these ladies lead with that. Like, you don't know this
Okay.
guy. And that's the first
I
thing
can't
that
hear.
you say out of your mouth, or that's the first thing that you're leading with. And it's just kind of like misinterpreted as to how it's supposed to go. Like, yes, they're
Okay.
supposed to take care of their women. Ladies, you know what I'm saying? Keyword, that's their woman, not we're just dating.
Right.
I'm trying to figure you out and you asking me to do A, B, C, D. I don't even
I
know if I
agree.
like you yet to be
Amen.
spending money on you
Amen.
type
Right.
That's
shit.
I
all
think
I was
that's
So
fair.
I
I
saying.
just
think
feel
that's
like they shouldn't be leading with that. And that's sending off a bad, you know what I'm saying, reputation to us ladies that hold
Amen.
our own shit, that hold it down, and that deserve to be spoiled by men. But because these other women are coming off as money hungry females, it's just setting off a bad expectation.
I agree with that. I absolutely, and I don't think you should be dating to find somebody to take care of you. I think you should be
Right.
stable on your own. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Like, I agree with that 100%. And that's what I say with women. Like, that shit, like, if that is what you're looking for a man for solely, like, you
Okay.
should be independent and be able to hold on your own. And
Right.
whatever a man does for you should be a compliment. It should complement what you're doing, but you shouldn't be looking for a man to pay your bills. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying, and I agree with you as well, is like, when you're in that union, when you're in that relationship. But yeah, I agree with you
Yeah.
completely. Like, because then I don't want you to expect nothing from me. Like,
Hmm.
we're not tricking. Like, that's not,
Exactly. You know,
so
that's
right.
I
like
agree
a
with that
dude
Right.
too.
coming
Like,
off.
that's
I
not what
first
you should
meet
be
you and
leading
you
with,
asking me to get your
especially if
hair
you're just
cut.
in the dating stage, for sure.
Hey,
Right.
Agreed.
Right.
sisters,
Like,
my
no, no,
No,
thing.
sir.
and
That's not how
here,
that goes.
real quick, guys, real quick. I'm gonna give you my response on it. Um, what I think most of the women that I tell to look for in a man is because a lot of people, yeah, y'all forgot to stop. Y'all forgot to look at character, finances, and consistency. Okay. The character, which is the leadership qualities, protection, all those type of things, right? The man, not the male. There's a difference between a male and a man, right? Uh,
Hmm.
a male doesn't have responsibilities. A man does. A man has self awareness. They have key factors. They have protection. They have all those type of things. And that's why I say look for character. Look for look for finance as far as somebody who can take care of you, and look for consistency in that. And the thing is, we talk about the independent and the dependent, but when we're in a relationship, we are one, and that is interdependent. So, and that's what we both have to water the plant for it to grow. Um, and the prize is the successful relationship. The prize is the generational wealth. The prize is the legacy. The prize is the family, right? And that's how we continue this thing. And I didn't talk to people old school's age and my guy Alan's age, and they'll tell you, they'd be like, look, we just
Hey,
got,
hey, 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 hey.
well, I'm
Don't
using
use
that as
my
a compliment. Using
don't,
that
don't,
cookie.
don't use my
Using that as
name
a
now.
compliment is a
Watch it.
compliment. Is a is a compliment, I promise. It's wisdom.
Grr.
There was just like it's too many of y'all looking for the new school love, and the new school love is looking for ways to get out of the relationship, and the old school love is searching for ways to reconnect to value the relationship for it to continue. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have some ups and
there's
downs. Y'all gonna have some bumps in the road. Y'all not gonna agree on everything. I think it says a person's personality changes like every 7 years or something like that. And so,
Hey, K Dot, but you know something too, though, bro. There's no values. There's nobody to teach. There's the old school. Not saying it's always going. It's always right how we were. The love value and the spiritual connection again. A man a man has to be spiritually found and like he excuse me, he has to have that spiritual foundation, that base. And I don't want the sisters to think that a man ain't gonna take care of his gal, because you know a brother is that's his job. But when you dating
This is
someone,
garbage.
you getting to know that
I
person.
can't
You know what I'm
eat.
saying? Ain't no money being spent. I don't pay. You don't supposed to pay no bills. If you asking me to pay some bills in the midst of dating, then that's a red flag in itself, because that shows a lot of character about what's going on with yourself. Dating, real like dating, getting to know somebody. You don't even know me that well to even ask me for some paper, yo. You know what I mean? That's how my mindset, you know. But this is just it's jacked up, man. And that spiritual foundation is so important because it leads to what you all those things you generational wealth. It leads to a healthy and a successful marriage, which should be the ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to get married no nowadays, man. I don't know.
I don't know those people. I'm just gonna say that.
Hello. Anybody
Yes, are
there?
y'all there?
Can you hear
I'm
me?
there. Are you there?
yeah, I'm here. Yeah, so I think that was
Nobody responded. I got me out of
no,
sleep.
no, because I get because I've seen those. Excuse
Here
me.
you go,
Yeah,
Kevin.
I've seen
Ain't no big
those.
mamas no more, too. Ain't no
I,
grandmamas no more to pass things down to the daughters and grandpas. Everybody,
I'm gonna be
grandpas and
honest with you. I'm
grandmas
gonna
at
be honest with
35
you,
and
and
37 and shit like that. What have they learned? What
Alan,
type of
I'm not
wisdom have they
Alan.
in that within that
I'm not
time
gonna lie to
frame?
you. I think, in my opinion, I think it was the generation of the baby boomers that let us down. We didn't really get that knowledge because you were transitioning into uh, a little bit of freedom. Y'all was in the 1970s and stuff like that.
Oh, whoa,
Y'all
whoa,
didn't
whoa, whoa, whoa,
necessarily
whoa, whoa.
look,
Hold,
I'm just
hold it,
I'm just
hold it, hold the fuck
I'm
up.
not saying
Wait a minute, no,
everybody.
no, no, no.
I'm
I'm
not
telling
saying
you,
all y'all.
hold on.
I'm not saying
Shut the
all
fuck up.
y'all.
Ho, ho. You just insulted the whole fucking generation. You trying to tell me the
Oh
generation from my generation
no.
did not pass it on. That's fucking bullshit. Half you knucklehead motherfuckers don't want to listen. I look, that's bullshit. Okay, now you done piss me the fuck off. Okay, the problem now, the generation is half you fuckers think you know every goddamn thing. You can't tell you shit. You don't want to listen. Because I had listened to the same thing that came from my people, okay? The same thing I learned from my great grandmothers. And you ask questions. How many of y'all at your age have seen a grandmother, a great grandmother on both sides of the family? I have, okay? A lot of y'all didn't know what the fuck that is. You got grandmothers 26 years old. What the fuck are you talking about? The reason that is shit ain't because we don't fucking listen. Yeah, I got kids 26 years old don't want to listen to shit. I want to slap the fuck out of them. They know every goddamn, ain't experienced nothing. Ain't paid shit, know every damn thing. So
Okay.
I got to deal with y'all generation because you know every damn thing. All this
Okay.
information come to y'all, and you take
Okay.
it. You don't look at between the lines. You know, you can't tell you a damn thing. And the first
Okay.
thing you do, you
Can I?
blame the generation before you. You don't want to
Okay.
listen. You
Okay.
don't listen. The kids don't
Okay.
listen now. So
Okay.
don't you ever blame that shit on the generation I came. That's bullshit.
Okay.
Okay?
Well,
Because my
can I?
generation is a lot more of us that's successful, went to college, trying to be better off, and all that bullshit, okay? That's
Can I
absolutely
respond?
bullshit.
Can I respond
You
on
just
that?
made
Please.
me mad. So I'm sitting there trying to elect that shit. You said that. The 70s? Are you fucking kidding me?
I said, did I say all the baby boomers? Did I say that?
Not the
And I'm a
70s.
baby
It was
boomer,
You did
goddamn it.
imply
Okay.
all of
No,
them.
I
You did
said
imply
I
that.
did not.
You
I
did
did.
imply
I
that.
said okay, but okay, that's like saying, all right, I'll let you cook. I'm now, goddamn it, I'm gonna get in the kitchen and fucking
Cooking, I'm
cook
on
too.
fire, goddamn it.
Okay,
I'm trying to light this shit
hold
back
on,
up. Are you fucking
wait,
kidding me?
I'll let
Guys,
you
truth
talk.
be
I'll
told,
let
But
you
I
talk.
agree
I'll
with
let you
you.
talk.
I agree with
Hold
you.
on.
truth be told,
I agree
Here's the
with
thing.
you.
Here's the thing. I didn't say all the baby boomers because here's the thing. Because you sound like a goddamn white person when you said Black Lives Matter. We're not saying all Black
I didn't
Lives
say
Matter.
Black Lives Matter. I didn't say that.
Only
I
Black
didn't say
Lives
that.
Matter. Hold on. Listen. I
You
need you to listen.
you didn't see
I
that.
need
You
you to
didn't
listen.
hear that come out my mouth. I didn't say
didn't
nothing
say
about Black Lives Matter.
no. I'm giving an example. Old school. Chill out. What I'm trying to say is that I didn't. I'm making an example. When I say baby boomers, I never meant this. I never implied every person from baby boomer generation. I'm saying some of you some of the baby boomer did this disappoint because they didn't get extend the knowledge to us. And I'm not saying that we uh received it. The millennials received it well. I'm not saying that at all either. I'm some of us didn't receive it as well. We didn't listen sometimes.
so do
But
you know? Hey, bro, let check this out. Do you not know,
hold on
man?
real
It
quick.
was the
Hold on
crack
real
that
quick,
came
Alan.
in that
Alan,
crippled everything, bro. It
hold
crippled,
on.
bro, man. Y'all,
Alan,
man. All right,
hold
go ahead,
on. What
dude.
I'm
Go ahead,
saying, I'm
Millennium.
not
Go ahead,
trying to.
Millennium guy.
Last thing that I want to do is trying to offend y'all. That's not what I'm trying to do.
No,
I'm
and I
trying
didn't
to.
take it offensive, but I understood what old school saying too. But understand, there was a generation that lost to us. That crack came in and crippled so much shit,
I
and it
would
fucked
agree.
Boy, you
everything
don't
up.
know.
I
It
would agree.
crippled.
I would
Hold on,
agree.
bro. Like, listen
100%.
to me. I'm talking about it crippled. It did what it was supposed to do. So that's why you guys was so much that lacked so much shit in a sense because there was dudes that was fucked up that get taken away from that shit, that got hooked on that shit, that wasn't
Right.
there for y'all to give y'all the knowledge. And not just that, so it wasn't us that lost
Okay.
y'all. It was the generation before us.
Well,
It's
I came
That's
fresh
fair.
out of Detroit
That's
out of that
fair.
shit in the
That's fair.
70s.
and I'm from
That's fair.
Cleveland, bro.
70s,
So
I
I
came
know what you're
fresh out of
talking
Detroit
about.
out of that shit.
I know
And
what you're
Can't
talking
he got
believe
about.
the
it,
D
dude. I'm
hat on
telling
right
you.
now.
I
No,
know,
you
hey,
know
I'm from
what?
Cleveland,
After
bro.
you say
Shit.
Alan,
So
after you said that just now, that makes sense. And I'm not
so don't
saying
so
it
so
was.
don't blame
I'm
it.
not. Well, I'm
Just
not
It's not
targeting.
just because
It's
you
not a
acknowledge a fact doesn't mean you're placing blame. You can acknowledge a
you're
fact
right.
and
You're
not place
absolutely right.
blame.
You're absolutely
The
right.
fact
You're
is,
absolutely
shit
right.
got fucked up. The
You're
shit got
absolutely
fucked
right.
up in the
Fucked up.
70s.
And it
Families
wasn't
got
nobody's
broken.
fault.
Yeah, it's nobody's fault. The reality is, crack did what it was supposed to do. The government did what it was supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Black families
Absolutely.
suffered, and now black
Absolutely.
families are still facing the consequences of what
Absolutely.
happened.
Still.
And does
yeah,
that still,
Absolutely.
I said still facing the consequences of what's happening.
Still.
And two,
unfortunately.
this all can be true. It can be true that the baby boomers did do a disservice to us. Now, are we saying it's your fault? No, it's not your fault. Is it true? Yes, it is true. And we can, you're not from here, but if you look at Park Hill, the east side being gentrified, that is a perfect example of us not
Yep.
holding on to our legacy, not us not holding on to our history,
Generational
regardless of
wealth.
what regardless of what caused it. The truth is the fucking truth. So you can
Yeah.
be upset, you can get loud, you can get confrontational, or you can accept the shit, be accountable, and move forward. Period. That is
And
the
figure out a
truth.
solution. So the hardest thing about all this is that nobody even tap into a solution. And if we tap in to a solution, it be temporary. The solution be temporary. It isn't a
So the
long-term
problem
thing. You
is
feel what
Well,
that
I'm saying?
people can't take
that's
accountability
speculative.
because
And
we can't
what
play
we're
the
the
blame
I
game.
solution
The
mean,
is
why does
problem
it
is
have to be temporary? Why can't
well.
why
Here,
can't it be
No,
long
here's the
term?
the
because
solution.
it
The
hasn't.
problem is
solution.
we're
No, what
Hold
I'm
on, guys.
saying,
blame
it hasn't. It's been
Hold on,
long
guys.
term. It's only been
Hold on.
temporary.
Wait, Alan,
Oh, I agree
wait.
with that. I agree with that.
That's all.
The
I
solution,
agree with
the
that.
solution is what we're doing right now, and being consistent with that. That is the solution. And we have to show grace. You know what I'm saying? We get it that with Jasmine is a perfect example when she said, yes, we have to accept. We're telling you the truth of our experience with you guys, but we also are accepting the grace of what you said. that the drugs were a major issue in our community, that the CIA just dumped and the FBI dumped in our community. But it's, instead of getting upset about it, let's have a conversation about it. You can be
It
upset. That's
wasn't
fine.
it
Hold on, I'm
wasn't
not
just the
done. Wait,
drugs,
wait,
okay?
wait. I'm not
It
done,
wasn't just
old
the
school.
drugs. Y'all centered on one
Okay,
thing.
I'm
so
It
not.
you
wasn't
guys,
just the
I
drugs.
feel like
I'm
we're
not.
taking this
It
I'm
wasn't
not.
just the
I'm
drugs.
not
conversation
done. What I'm saying
off
is
a
that
topic.
you're allowed to be upset on that. What I'm saying is that though I'm just putting in pillars and key factors of what happened during that particular time. I'm not blaming every single baby boomer because that's not accurate or correct. It could be anecdotal. You know what I'm saying? It could be anecdotal, my experience or other people that I know experience. Doesn't mean it's not true. It just might not be, in other words, a general statement. That's what I'm saying. I said in my opinion. Remember, I said in my opinion. I said that in the first thing. My opinion doesn't mean that everybody on this panel agrees with me. I'm just saying from what I experienced and uh, what was brought up around me, or what my friends experience, or people that I care about went through this, and that's all I'm saying. And not look, the thing is, we have to understand history or we're just doomed to repeat it. And so that's what we have to do. We have to understand the history and do better. That's all. It's not no point of being pissed off about it and just saying stuck in your feelings and doing that. So that's all I'm saying. Let's move forward. Holly,
Nobody's
did you have?
stuck in their feelings. I'm just telling you what the real. I'm
I
not
get
stuck
it,
in
and
no
I
damn
appreciate
feelings.
and I appreciate your passion. I appreciate that, old school. Go ahead, Hood Holly. Do you have
I'm
something?
saying, that's what you, yeah, again, that's you understand the passion about it, growing up in that time and dealing with that shit, okay? It ain't
I
all about
understand.
just the drugs, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay.
Okay.
See, I've been in
I
40, almost 40 years. And I
right.
still, like I said, y'all don't even know what the hood look like up in here. I don't know.
Okay.
So all this generation stuff and stuff I've learned and I've dealt with back in the riots and back in the 60s, 10 years watching, get shot at because you're black and all that mess. I ain't really seen that back in Denver. Okay. So I'm telling you, I've been in, there ain't even a hood up in this place. So a lot of experience that you ain't seen and been through, in your park here, y'all might have think y'all been through some stuff. Y'all ain't seen nothing. And that's your
But
boy
it
that's from Cleveland. I'm telling you. You have no clue. And the situation, the generation stuff that y'all have not experienced, you're speaking on stuff you have no idea. You really have no idea.
But
Okay?
how do you
okay.
know that? How can
Seriously.
you speak?
I
How do
was
you
about to
know
ask the
that?
same question. Just because
Like,
every city had
how?
the same thing going on, but I was
That's
just
what
That's
I'm
kind of
why I
chiming
saying.
wish
in.
y'all would let me talk
Well,
because first of
go ahead,
all,
Hood. Go ahead. Go ahead,
now
Hood.
I
Go
gotta
ahead.
take the floor because I just feel like we going a little bit beyond what the point was in the conversation.
Oh.
And where'd he go? What happened?
He be all right. He's just,
Anyways, I just feel like we just going too far at this point. It's not
okay.
about back then what they taught us. We didn't get no blueprints to how the fuck we were supposed to be raised, and neither did our parents, grandparents, etc. We all
There it
been
is.
through stuff. When you woke, you see what happens, what the government did to our families, and right now it's
Right.
what we gonna do about it. Not keep playing
Right.
victim, not keep playing the blame game, and that's part of the problem right now. It's a us versus y'all went through this, we went through that. It's a situation versus situation thing, and it's not about whose situation is worse. And you really can't
Right.
say no matter what the age is, who been through something, who hasn't, because I'm not from Denver, I'm from Cali. And I done came from the projects. I done been through getting my house shot up. I done been through that shit. So I can speak on a lot of stuff that you would look at me and think I couldn't. However,
Okay.
that's beside the point. The problem is we get in these conversations and it's a blame game and we can never come to a resolution where we can understand what each other is really trying to say. We're not each other's enemies.
Right.
So the problem
Absolutely
is not
not.
about y'all went through this or it's y'all's fault that we're going through this. It's about what the fuck are we gonna do about it?
From this point on,
We were all
absolutely.
robbed of circumstances. So now what are we gonna do about it? Because this back and forth shit is really the reason why we don't get nowhere. We done
And I
sat here
and
for
I
about
agree.
30 minutes going back and forth on which generation went through more shit. Guess what? Our ancestors fucking did. What the fuck are we talking about?
Right. Right.
Y'all done
And you're
wasted my
right.
whole 30 minutes. I could have been doing something else.
And here's the thing, but it's important for us to have these conversations. And you're
Hold on,
right.
wait. I gotta log
Hood.
out and come back in because I can't hear nothing. And I wanna
Okay.
hear.
Wait,
Okay.
what the hell just
So
happened? Hold on,
So
because I just missed everything. What the hell?
Man, they got to talk about millennium and
Because
who
who's
fucked
wasting
who
his
wait,
time?
up
Because
and
of what? Because
I
of
had
this
KC
to
done
up
said
and
something, huh?
all because
Kevin
I
said
said
something.
about
I can't even hear y'all. But I missed
yeah.
that whole thing. And I
I
know it's
said
because
something.
Kevin
hey
said
sister,
something.
hey,
It's
hey, hey
always
Well,
bro.
because Kevin said
here,
something.
well, damn,
I
just
can't
blame me.
hear y'all
But
for
no,
some reason.
but
Yeah, I
I
keep
would
having to
also
log out
have
and
to
come back
say,
in now. What happened?
Oh my God.
but Queen,
Wait.
I would also have to say, we were also
This is
put in, and we were also in, put in families to where that look, you when grown people are talking, we weren't allowed to be in that room,
Right.
which is understandable, and I understand that. That's totally fine. I get that. I understand why, but
Yeah.
we all, if a grown person talked to you crazy, you just had to put up with it, and you weren't really allowed to express your feelings or express your ideology of how you felt. It was because if you did, it was considered disrespect. And
Right.
that's all I'm saying in that particular when I meant baby boomer, we weren't allowed because
Mhm.
you got the fucking spit slapped out you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you couldn't have an opinion or you didn't agree with something maybe an elder did, and if you said something, you was gonna get a whooping or it was gonna be a problem.
Right.
And so I think, like I said, in that particular generation, it's not dissing baby boomers. It just is what it is. It's been documented in documentaries. This is all documented. This is not something that I'm just pulling out of my ass here. And
I
Mhm.
hope
it's
not.
also a part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not,
Right.
And you
again,
know what's
it's not dissing, and it's acknowledging some of the things that happened in that time. And I'm not saying that y'all had it easy or y'all, no, I know y'all had it rough, obviously. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? But we're just expressing how when we were growing up as kids, how it made us feel. Or
and you
how
know what's
sometimes you
crazy
took it out on us sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
when you say things like that, and I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
and what's fucked up about it all too in the long run,
Uh-huh.
behind y'all having to deal with that type of discipline shit is the
Yeah.
reason why a lot of dysfunctional shit took place in the black families, a lot of
Mhm.
family
Right.
secrets and shit like that,
There we go.
which caused a lot of unhealthy healing to take place. So when people get grown, they didn't dealt
Right.
with so much secretive shit that took place then because they was
Mhm.
told to keep their mouth closed because they kids or shit, man. See
Right.
that statement could lead into a whole nother different conversation, but
Right.
I
Right.
ain't gonna
Right.
Yeah.
go that far
So
in it. But I just
we
wanted
got
to just piggyback
we
on that,
right.
you know.
And I appreciate
And that's what I was
y'all
saying
speaking
because
on
that
that.
comes along with breaking the generational curses.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? And
Absolutely,
Right.
those
absolutely,
conversations get heated
absolutely.
because it's like it becomes a blame game conversation versus a this is what we went through. Now what are we gonna do about it? Because we gotta acknowledge this is what we've gone through. So you're not
Right.
wrong. It's just a
Right.
matter of why do we have to keep battling when we're saying something for real?
Yeah.
Why is it taken out of an attack mode? It's not an attack, it's what we went through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we
And
got to break that curse. So, in
yeah,
order to
and it
break the
wasn't
curse, we got to be able to speak on it.
And
and
then a
if
So
lot
it
of
you know
came
times,
up
what?
sister
and
dudes,
if it came
it
off
be the
as an
men.
attack, that was
No, no,
not
no, no.
my
I ain't never, bro. Hold
intention
on, hold
at
on, time
all.
out. I ain't never. I don't react on emotions. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a
Okay.
man, first of
I just
all,
want to be
and I
clear.
don't
It
take
wasn't
things
meant to be
personal. I'm
an
open
attack.
minded. I go to, and the
Yeah.
best thing I could have did was start going to therapy, bro. And that therapy was helping.
Amen.
It
Amen.
broadened my like.
Amen.
Amen. Yes.
And I only
Amen.
and real
Yes.
quick, guys,
Yes.
I say that to say this here. It is so important for men. I take accountability. I learned to do that a long time ago. But when men get that fussing, and I'm not throwing jabs, but when men get upset and get angry and shit like that, that's because they have been unable to allow themselves to navigate through the healthy healing themselves.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's a
so
no
listen.
fucking brainer sometimes, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and so that's the dynamic. So let's piggy it back in since this is about relationships and relation, right? Let's
Right.
make it
Yeah, yeah,
fluffy
yeah.
again.
And
So
Right.
why that
that's
don't
the
work, right?
dynamic.
And why it don't work.
So
Exactly. That
so
dynamic is why. So
right.
when me as a woman, I'm coming to you, I'm just giving you sound advice. I'm giving you feedback. And because it may not be expressed in the way that you can receive it, or it may be around a subject that you haven't completely healed in, now we're in combat. Now we're in
Right.
confrontation.
Right.
Now
Right.
it's you versus me when it should never be that. And so
Right.
that's why I speak to what you're saying. And Alan, thank you so much for being a man to say it, because men can say what I realize about y'all, and I guess we're all the same. Like, y'all can say stuff about you guys and
Yeah.
it's truth. But if a woman says it, we're scorned, we're bitter, this, that, and the other. Men,
Yeah.
y'all need to fucking go to therapy. Like,
Yeah.
go to
Therapy is
fucking
the best.
therapy, bro.
Get some
And I'm
help.
happy that Alan was able to say that, because it is so true. Like, women are doing the work, men need to do the work. It's a collective thing. And I'm not putting one against the other. But what I'm saying is, when women come into a place of vulnerability and they want to be soft with men, or they express differences, a lot of times this is what we're met with. And I'm not saying
Right.
all the times, but even in just basic conversations, I've had it even on my podcast with Dear Jazzy, where men
Right.
get very confrontational or very aggressive. And it's like, but why? When all I'm trying to
Right.
do is express a different thought or an understanding, and
The
with the realization that
conversation.
like two things can be true. Like, it's
Right.
not like it we're in when we're in relationship, we're not against each other. And I
Right.
understand that there's so many things that put us against each other, but it's like we're not. And so yeah, like wrapping
I
that back
think
together, like how do we get to that dynamic to where it's not this? Because this is what happens when single people try to engage. It becomes like
Mhm.
confrontational to the point where it's like, I really like, let's just do the bare minimum. Let's just have sex. Let's just
right.
do the situational thing, because anything more, it's like uncomfortable. And it's like, how do we navigate that space and just
And
bring
he,
it
Like,
all
people,
together
they
for
and I
don't want
would
to
sure?
tell
do
you,
the work, and you
let
got
me
to do the
now
work. You definitely got to do it.
and I will tell you this. First of all, surgery is uncomfortable, right?
Hmm.
But if it's needed, because it has to save a life, then we have to have it, right? And so
Right.
we're talking about emotional surgery. We're not. You might have not liked how the message got to you, but did you get the message?
Yeah.
Um,
For real
and
though.
because we got to stop putting band-aids on our situations. We gotta really heal, clean the wound, get it out of, because it's infected and all. We gotta have those conversations. And it was just, again, like you had said, Alan, uh, that particular generation was groomed to keep secrets and not really speak on their feelings really as much, because especially
Mhm.
when the elder was in the room, you didn't have that right.
Hmm.
To And that's just the truth. And with my son is allowed to have an opinion or whatever. And I'm not saying soft parenting. That's not what I'm going with, because that shit doesn't work. What I'm saying is that he can have an opinion, but I get to make the executive decision at the end of the day as a parent, as a responsible parent. So, but we're gonna
After he
go into the
calls his
next question.
auntie.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
After he calls
we
his
gonna
auntie.
we gonna go into the next question. So the
Drum
next
roll,
question.
please. Drum roll, like in
We
the
gotta get through these
room.
questions. Okay.
That got a little
It's
bit
getting
hectic.
good,
You know
y'all.
what I'm
This is
saying? It was
good. This
yelling and
is.
screaming going on. Like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Oh, don't worry. Me and Sam, we used to it.
What happened?
I hate the
He's okay.
connection. My
He's
connection
okay.
is so bad.
So the second question
Log out
is,
and come back
I
in
guess
here in a
I guess
second.
this is for us as men.
It's
I'll start with Alan here. Um, why do men get mean after rejection? We'll go with you, Alan. Is that
I
a
ain't
true
been
statement?
rejected. I ain't been rejected in
Well, it's a
some
question.
time
It's
now,
not a
bro.
statement. It's a
So
question.
did you hear what I said to you, partner?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say that again, sir.
I said I ain't been rejected in some time now. So I
Hey.
I I no, on a serious note, man, I have no expectations. But when I did, that's when the rejection feeling came. And then I be uh I be why do men get angry when being rejected? I can't answer that, man, honestly. Because I don't take shit personal, man. That ain't
All
for
right.
me. If it
Well,
didn't happen, it wasn't for me.
okay. Well, I'll give
Happy
my
now.
opinion, I guess. So,
Yeah, please do.
here's the thing. I think, like I said, I think really males,
Cover these big
not
old
men,
shoes.
because men don't do that.
I'm good.
We don't, especially healed men.
Out of here.
Uh, uh,
Dominican.
thank God for
Poppies.
therapy. Sam, what you doing?
Oh, my fault. I wasn't cussing.
You trying
I
to
wasn't
answer the
cussing.
question?
Wait,
Oh, I'm
somebody's
doing
talking while
so
I'm talking.
good.
What's going on?
We're gonna put her ass on mute. Um, so my here to answer that question, I would say, well, I'm gonna just be honest because I hold men accountable too. Simps.
Man, you know what?
Guys,
Hey, check
guys,
this out
if
too.
huh?
Real
That's
quick.
what
Check
I
this out
wanted
real quick
somebody to
too.
clarify.
If and I can't okay, I'm not undercutting or throwing jabs at all. But I think that if a man is in tune with himself, he would understand rejection doesn't always mean rejection. Sometimes rejection helps, it works for the man or the
Right.
woman. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't
I
look at it
always
as being rejection. I look at it as being that ain't where the universe wants me to be or whom the universe want me to be with. And I keep
right.
it pushing.
And here's the thing. I take rejection as a redirection. Okay, that's what it is. I dodged the bullet, I dodged the bomb, I dodged the whole everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take it as, me personally. I don't take it as, oh my god, because she's not the only woman in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Or the only man.
There's more women than there is men. 7-1 actually, to tell you the truth, and that's factually documented there. But the thing is, like, I think the reason why they take rejection is because it hits a trauma, or it triggers a trauma in them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from their childhood, maybe they weren't the coolest in school, maybe they weren't the, you know, whatever. They weren't accepted for being different. I don't know. But it also has a lot to do with not going to therapy too. And that's why we bring it right back to therapy. If somebody, fellas, if somebody says no, they have a right not to be attracted to you. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, I don't get that. Like, get the fuck over it. If they don't like you or is not attracted to you, move the fuck on. It's
Tell them,
cool.
brother.
It's not
Tell
that
them.
big of a deal. Like, okay, great. God bless you. Move on to something else, you know. And doesn't
But
mean that you have, but here's another thing. Doesn't mean that they are entitled to have a friendship with you either, because we'll get that too and being like, well, we can still be friends. Well, I don't want to be your friend because I'm not looking for a friend, I'm looking for a wife. Well, and then they get offended when they be like, well, what the hell, we can't be friends, what you trying to say? Like, no, I'm not. No, it's just, why would I, that time that I could be spending with you is the time that I can really spend with the person that's really for me. You know what I'm saying? So,
or be
um,
trying to pursue that person that's really for you,
exactly.
opposed to
I'm not going.
trying to
You're not going.
create a friendship because that
Yeah, you're
friendship
not.
gonna lead to can you do this or can you do
Yeah,
that, and that go both
yeah.
ways.
That
You know,
part.
I go
You're
both
not gonna
ways, and
put me in the
I ain't.
friend zone and expect husband treatment. Sorry, that doesn't work that way. And that's and a lot of the guys keep fucking it up for us, and stop doing that shit. Stop being put in the damn friend zone and doing husband type shit.
Yeah,
Stop it.
exactly.
At the
That
simp.
goes both
Stop.
ways, though, right?
It goes. It does.
Yes,
It
it
does. It
does.
definitely does. It definitely does. It
Absolutely.
definitely
Absolutely.
does.
You should
But
want to
wait,
be with
hold
the
on. But wait,
I
I
agree.
don't. But wait. Why can't you have like platonic friends that do friendship for you? Like, so we were talking about that too because that's a caveat. Like a lot of times you be thinking a man is just trying to help you out because there are some things that women just don't fucking want to do. And so you want a man to do them for you, but not because I want to date you, but like I just need a man to do
You
something
ain't got
for
no
me. So
brothers.
Oh, I have brothers. This isn't person. I got
No, I'm
cousins,
joking. I'm
uncles.
joking. I was joking, sister. That was a jokey joke. That was a little jokey
Oh
joke.
no, I
I
agree
was about
with
to
you.
say,
I
oh,
agree with you, but I'm
that's
just saying,
rude.
like, why can't we have that dynamic? Like, why
Can
can't
I
we?
answer that question? Can I answer that
Yeah.
question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If we're start if my main intention, because we're talking about intent, right, was to
Right.
be with you, and then we're not going in that direction, I have a right to pull back and being like, God bless you. I'm gonna move my energy over here to someone that may receive that energy. You're gonna
No,
have to
that's
deal with
fair.
that.
That's fair. That's
That's
fair.
what
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying if we built a long relationship of friendship and then we've been doing for each other, and then you know what I'm saying, like you just happen. But then
Wait a minute.
again,
Hold on.
it's still his.
Describe doing for each other as far as
Okay,
friendship go. What does
okay.
doing for each
Like
other mean? Is you talking about
Friends
friends
with
husband
with
type,
benefits
benefits,
and
or what are you
husband
stuff.
type.
talking about here, man?
You talk
I
about
will
friends with
You talking about
benefits.
coming to you talking about putting a nail in the wall, or nail
It could
somewhere
be.
else,
It
or
could
you
be
nailing something
moving
else?
furniture,
Oh
borrowing
hell
money.
no! I ain't
I'm a
no
little
no
No,
no.
short.
That's
And
see,
got
Ellen, I
like
don't think you
I'm
have
a
sex
little.
with your
I,
friends. I
I'm
think
joking,
that's
joke.
different.
Hey, listen again. Once you get to know me, and the more I appear, I'm jokey. I'm on some jokey joke shit. You know what I'm saying? I know what
That's
friendship
that
means, and I know what friends
situation
with
skips
benefits
that
Yeah,
I was
mean
yeah,
talking
too.
about.
yeah. And
You know,
I think that's I I think the entire just because you make it a decision doesn't mean you get to choose the consequences. I say that all the time. And so that might
Choice.
may be a
I can
consequence
choose some of
if
them.
Everybody got choices.
no, you
I
can't
can
choose
choose
the
some of them.
consequence. I'm sorry,
Yes, I
man. If
can.
a
I
storm is
think you
coming, it's
can.
coming.
You can choose your.
You can
Yes, you
navigate.
can.
You
Oh
can't
my
choose how the
goodness.
consequences
Now,
come to you,
sis, you
man.
just said you came from church. I think you better ask God again if you could choose them consequences.
for real. I was just about to say
Right.
something.
So
Wait a
no,
minute,
no,
man.
no, no,
Wait
because
a
we all
minute.
have freedom of choice. So I mean,
Right.
hey, it
A
is what it
choice, not
And
Okay,
is.
not.
what
so if
and
you
Okay,
don't do it,
we
then
have
you
consequences.
don't have no consequences.
we have
So,
You
but
don't
you
get to
make
ability.
you
determine the
okay. So
consequences.
if I
You
decide to go pow pow somebody, that's a dumb. That's
But
dumb.
you don't choose if a person
But
pow
I
you back
wouldn't
or
do
not.
that because I
you
wouldn't
don't
want
get
to
to
make that
right.
choice. You know what
You
I'm
don't
saying?
get to
So
No,
it's,
choose.
I'm making the
you
choice
get
not to
you
even do that.
you get to choose to make you get to make you can make the choice, but you don't get to
It's
choose
your
the
choice.
consequences.
That
The
comes
Yes.
at
consequence,
you is
you
what I'm
do choose
saying.
your consequences
Oh
when
no,
you
the
don't
hell
go
you
with it.
don't.
When
No,
you
you
don't
do
go with
nothing,
it.
baby
No.
girl. In what
Shoot.
Okay.
world? Do you
Yeah.
know
So
if we
if I
chose the consequences,
if
then
I
I'm gonna go rob a bank and I'm gonna
so
choose to only get 2 years.
That's why I won't go rob a bank.
All
exactly
That's
together,
why I
then
won't
see,
go
I
rob a
think
bank.
and
I'm
it's like
talking
you
about
asking
me.
who
I'm
you
not
have a
talking about
jury of your
nobody else.
peers.
I'm
I think
talking
what you're
about
That's why you
saying
have
me.
a
is
jury,
that she's not
man.
gonna have those
That's
problems.
that's why you
Yes,
have due
let's get
process.
Exactly. I'm
That's
not
why
gonna
you have
have
due process that
She's just
no
involves
saying
a
she's not
jury.
gonna
problems.
have those problems because she's not gonna do it. Therefore, there's no consequences. Therefore, she didn't make that choice. Therefore, it's non-existing. Therefore, case closed.
and
Right.
let's keep going.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna go into the third question. Great question, by the way. Um, so why do black men call black women masculine for being independent? Hmm. Um, you want to take this one, Alan? You want to take this one?
I don't make that. I don't choose those words, bro. I can't, and I'm being all the way 100, man. I don't look at my
Mhm.
sisters as being masculine or what was the other words you said?
I think it was just masculine. I think it was
No, you said
the
something masculine.
independent. Why do black men call black women masculine for being independent? And I don't really think it's a black thing, really, but
It's
I
mainly
think
a black thing. You don't hear it
So
from other racial
so
not
men
not true, not
telling their
true,
women
not true. There's a
to
lot of
match.
white men that do that to their women and calling them
so
masculine.
again, we got to
Where can
choose
we
these
see the
words.
comments?
We got to choose these words like very carefully because when you define masculine, I don't connect masculine as being independent. I connect masculine as being physically fit,
Hmm.
Mm.
not independent. Independent
Well,
is a
one
beautiful thing coming from a sister. So, me personally, I just don't look at masculine as being independent. I don't
and
connect them. I don't connect them together.
well, here's my rebuttal to that. Well, first of all, I don't think anybody's truly independent. Let's be very clear.
Come on now, man.
No, no, hold on. Let me cook a little bit. Let me cook a little bit. And the reason why I say that, right,
About to
is
cut your stove
because it
down.
takes it. I just put more wood in the stove, sir.
Shit.
Here's what I mean by that, right? What I mean by that, as far as networking, I can't if I put on an event, right, and I'm a DJ, right? I'm gonna need security. Then I'm also gonna need insurance to just in case anything were to happen at my event. That would be the responsible thing to do. And then I'm gonna need the group of people to come to the event, and then the marketer to market it, or promoter to promote it. So am I independent in owning my business as a DJ? Yes. But am I truly independent as far as uh, doing everything in one? I'm the DJ, I'm the security, I'm the promoter. I'm no, that's asinine. That's the oxymoron. And so that what I'm trying to say is that nobody's truly independent because uh I have a job I go to get to that job. I need the car to get there, right? Well, shit, who's going to build the car? The person that
Would
owns
it
the
be safe
company
to
who
say
built the
to a
car.
degree? Would it be safe to say
That's what
to
I
a
mean.
degree some folks are independent? Literally, because
Um,
I can't speak for nobody else, but only through God's grace am I doing what I'm doing. Not you for me, not her for me, not me for you, or not me for you,
yeah,
or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We
right,
collectively come
right.
together to make shit happen sometimes, but
That
at the
part.
end of the day,
We tend to get a little too technical with these words and these
yeah,
terms,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that is
yeah,
why we
yeah,
So
yeah.
well,
cannot get nowhere because
but
when we
here
get in technical, we go,
no, but here's the thing. Let's okay. Well, let's look up. Let's not assume any word, right? Let's look up the definition of masculine, okay? And then we'll because I think that'll be a fair thing to say because if so, we're not creating our own assumptions of the actual word, okay? So let's look up the word
well, was anybody, I
masculine.
wasn't confused on what masculine means. Was anybody in the room confused on what masculine means?
No.
I made a
Well, he
comment.
said he had made a comment
I made a
saying that
comment that to me, I can't connect those words together because masculinity to me meant physically fit.
okay,
Independent, you I just didn't connect that
Okay.
so
together, you know.
so the
Strong. When I
definition.
think of masculine, strong, physically fit, all them
Mm.
different type of things under that umbrella. Independent is something totally different from being masculine. Well, then again,
Okay,
you
Correct.
go to
so
the
like
gym and work out by yourself or you work with a group. It depends.
so I have
So
the definition
it's a
of
crazy
masculine.
question.
Okay, is everybody ready? Okay, so the definition, my definition, the definition is having qualities or appearance traditionally associated with men or boys. That's what it means
Where you pull that at?
out of the dictionary.
Man, the white folks work that
That's why I
motherfucker
said
up.
I didn't want to
I'm
assume
kidding
any
though.
that I did. This is objective,
Jazz, what's your
right?
definition of masculine?
My definition is
No,
whatever
Jasmine.
that
Jasmine.
definition is.
I want to ask her
Jasmine, what?
what from a
Oh,
female
okay,
perspective, either her or her
okay,
Harley, whichever one.
okay.
I
Go
would
ahead.
say what you I would say what you said. I think what they're posing in the question is saying like why do black men think that like when so we were talking about this earlier when I said about like not having to pay a bill or anything of that nature. I think it's more or less like speaking to when black women take care of themselves is seen as mannish, not maybe not
Hmm.
necessarily masculine, but like mannish or like I don't think
Intimidating.
that, yeah, intimidating. I don't think they use the right word. And I think we're getting a little deep into the words, but I don't
Of
think they
course.
use the right word for what they're trying to ask.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna stop y'all right there. The
Yeah.
reason why I asked the question is because in our dating world
But I
right
think it goes
now,
back to what we were saying. Like,
Okay.
I think there's a level of like
right, in our
intimidation.
dating world right now, because I
And
wrote the
yeah,
question. So what my
yeah.
Right.
point was is dating world right now is if you're independent woman, what men say is because all of you guys are correct. It's not the correct term, right?
Right.
However, this is what they're saying in the dating world is if you're an independent woman or you have your own job, you have this, you don't necessarily need or you don't necessarily have to date a man to have these things.
Right.
When you're like this, we're being called masculine. Why are we being called masculine when that's not the term for just simply having to take care of yourself?
Okay.
So that's what I wanted to bring to the table of this is what's happening in the world of dating. Even though it's not the correct terminology, it's a topic of what we're going through.
So, from a
Okay.
sister's
So I
perspective,
can
flip that question. Me being where I'm at and you being where you at, bro. Flip that question. How do you guys look at men in that perspective as being, I mean, in the same, under the same, circumstances and independent, got his own shit, all these different things. How do y'all look at a brother like that?
I
And
look
give
at
me your
it
honest
as
opinion.
I look at it as he's mature, he has his stuff together, he knows what he wants, his integrity is intact. You know what I'm saying? He's not led by sex, he's led by other things. So I
Not by
look at it
flesh.
as being a real man. You know
okay.
what I'm saying? So when I asked that question, I genuinely wanted to know, like, why are we women being called masculine by some of these guys? Because when they be like, well, what do you bring to the table? And we be like,
Can can
I got my
can I
own job,
provide
I can do this,
context? Can I
huh?
provide context on that?
Let
Yeah.
her finish though. Let her
Okay.
finish real quick. Let her finish real quick. So
Yeah.
we want her to be heard. So let's hear what she got to say, and then we'll listen to you.
We
Well, I
Okay.
was
definitely want
saying,
to hear you.
like, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we women are trying to date, is just be like, oh, well, you got a job, you can do this, you can pay your own bills, you can do that. So, you're masculine. You too masculine for me. You too much of a man for me. So why would I date you? Because you ain't sitting at home and sitting on the couch and doing nothing.
Okay,
Okay.
go
Well,
ahead.
It
Go ahead,
becomes
K
like
Dot.
competition.
so this is what I say to that. Well, first of all, the man who says that is the feminine man. First off, because he doesn't live in
Mhm.
reality.
Maybe not the
If you're
word
bi,
cinnamon. Not
fe-
he's looking. He's looking. He's a prey. He's a
right,
he
he's
ain't a real
right,
man. He's praying. He's not
right.
praying, but he's praying.
He's praying
I hear
exactly,
that,
and
ladies.
so
I'm trying to get y'all questions answered. Okay.
here's the thing. And here's the thing. With that being said, that male, I should say that feels that way, and I feel because at the end of the day, men men are women are more emotional, and men are thinkers, are more thought driven, because we have a purpose, and we're hunters, we're gatherers, we're all those two. We have a purpose. So any reality will tell you that, yes, obviously, if this person that I'm getting to know is going to have a job, most likely, and taking care of her business. That's just simple simple science. I think just simple economics in this particular modern times that we live in, because they do have equal rights. So, but what I'm saying is that I don't to provide context on the masculine part, I think it's the women that I call masculine, because I've said it. I'm not going to sit here and
Mhm.
lie and say that I haven't said it, but I've also provided context. The context is when a woman is tried to be in competition with her man, or who's always disrespectful, especially in front of other people, because I cannot properly lead you if you're disrespecting me. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
That just does not work that way,
Right.
because then you become a liability. You don't become an
Right.
asset. And that means I have to get the hell away from you.
Hmm.
So the one who's asking, going off a man because I need six figures, or what a six-figure man, and all this type stuff, and I don't need no man for shit, or niggas, or men ain't shit. Though that is masculine type of behavior, um coming from a woman, instead of being soft, because there's a difference between soft and weak. Weak is brittle, it breaks easily, it damage. You got to be very, you got to put it on a pedestal, right? Soft
Hmm.
conforms, it's comfort, that blanket that you got right there is soft.
See.
It it's when I come home to you, you know what I'm saying? After, I don't know, maybe 8 to 15 hour workday, you know what I'm saying? And my woman greets me, just from a greeting, hey baby, how was your day? even if I forgot to dump the trash, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. But to come in nagging at me about that, or just finding out what happened, because I normally
That's
dump
a
the
sign
trash.
of masculinity to you?
I
For a
was
No, no,
about
woman
no,
to
to
no,
be
have
no,
like,
to
no,
this
no.
is
That's
Like,
not. No, no. That's
would
not.
crazy.
you
No,
call
no, no,
that
no. That's not.
I
No,
was
masculinity?
like,
no,
this
That
no.
is
is
That's not a
crazy.
sign.
I
masculinity.
was about to
No,
be like,
see,
your
boy, hey.
definition of
no. I
masculinity
didn't
is
say that was a sign of
crazy.
masculine.
And
No,
Yeah, you
no, no,
no,
did.
no. I didn't
Yes,
just
say
you
the
that was a
way,
did.
sign of
That's
masculine.
yeah, just my
your
That's
Wait,
question.
response
wait,
because
exactly.
it's
wait,
Say
so
that.
You're
wait,
Hey,
wait.
hold
I
on,
masculine.
didn't
hold on,
say that
sister.
was.
yeah, I'm
Hold on,
like,
sister.
you
Let me
Wait,
get it.
sound
Let me
crazy
let
right
me
wait.
get it.
now.
Let me
That is
get
Hold
why
on,
it.
I
wait,
Let me
asked my
get it.
question, because this is what people
I
are
didn't say that was a sign.
experiencing. So
No, no,
I
no,
threw
no. I
in
didn't
a
say.
curveball.
No, I didn't say her doing that as far as her greeting me at. That's not masculine. No, that's not what I'm.
No,
I'm
cause that whole your whole example of what is masculine is a discredit to you as a man. For you to say that a woman nagging at you is masculine, what? That's fucking crazy.
No, but I provided
No, that
context.
is because that's not
I provided
that's
context. I
not
said
the
because of the trash.
a
Because I
woman
just got done
but
come.
listen, you're not a woman nagging is masculine. That's making being masculine inferior. Masculinity is about a strength. It's about having a presence of domination, of domineering. If a bride
That's
is
it.
complaining about you taking out of trash, that's not masculine. That's bitter. That's you got issues. That has nothing to do with being masculine. That's she has some emotion, she has something that she has to deal with. But that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. This
I
is a
stand
perfect
corrected. I
example.
stand
I'm so
corrected.
This
glad
is
I
that
a
thank you for
perfect
somebody
clearing that
else
up.
this
done
is a
said
perfect
something.
example
Accountability.
of what I'm
Okay, I
saying.
agree with
So
you. Hold on.
because
I
I
agree with
come to
you.
you
I agree
and
with
I
you.
tell you
I agree
that
with
it's
you. The way you
you're cutting
said
me
it
off.
was.
You're
I'm
cutting me
sorry. My
off.
bad. I
You're
agree with
cutting me
you.
off. This is exactly what I'm saying because
Okay.
you come home and I might nag at you about the trash, whatever the case may be. Now all of a
Okay.
sudden I'm mannish and I'm masculine and I'm this and I'm that.
And you
And that's
strong.
not and that is not the fucking case. That is not the case. We have expectations. We have standards. Be accountable. If you say you're gonna take out the fucking trash, take out the trash. And like you just said, you don't get to choose how consequences are handed out. You don't get to choose how I respond to you not doing what you said you're going to do. Period.
I
Girl, I
stand with
like
them
you because you
sisters
Okay.
know
on
Can
what?
that.
I say?
Because,
Well,
And
first of
baby,
all,
so
I
he been
and
agree.
and
telling him
that's
this
I
his whole
yeah.
life.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's like for you, and that's the problem. Anytime
okay.
a woman has some type of feedback or is in a place, it's like, oh, now I can't lead you because now you're being
Hey
disrespectful.
Jazz. Hey
Nigga,
Jazz.
what?
Oh, wait, wait, wait.
What?
I
No,
just want
no,
to
no,
Jasmine.
no,
wait.
no.
Pause,
Wait,
pause,
wait, wait,
pause.
wait,
Jasmine.
Time out.
wait. What
Jasmine,
Wait,
I'm
did y'all
saying
wait a
is,
wait.
I
minute?
didn't
Did
say,
y'all
but
Pause,
I
hear him
provided
say
pause.
context.
Time
What
when
I'm
out.
you
saying, I
Time
said,
out.
wait
Can
a
provided
I
minute,
speak?
context.
when you
I
hear when
That's
agree
how
you
with
you
hear
you,
feel,
him
Jasmine.
say,
brother.
I
I
agree
That's
with
how
you.
you
did
Hold
feel,
y'all
on, wait,
brother.
wait. Hold
did
on.
y'all
Let me
hear
That's
hold
how
him
on.
you
Let me
feel,
say
say,
this. Let me
brother.
say this.
hold
Ellen,
on,
let me
brother,
say
hold
this.
on.
I
Did y'all
agree
hear
with
him
you. I
say, I
agree with you,
stand to be
Jasmine. Hold
corrected?
on. Hold
Good.
on. I
Did
agree
y'all hear
with
him
Because
say
you.
that's
that?
I
what it's
agree with.
about. Yeah, it's about
To
it.
what
No, I
Yeah.
extent,
agree.
though?
No,
So check
I
out.
agree.
So
I
listen,
agree
when
with
he
you
said,
on that.
I
Hold,
stand to
wait,
be
wait.
corrected, that should have been left alone, opposed to you constantly going at him as you just did.
No, I pivoted on a different point. So when he said I stand to be corrected, I left that alone and pivoted on a
Okay,
totally
got you.
different
Got you.
point.
Okay, got
I
you.
And
did.
so,
Understood.
So
And
because I
Understood.
acknowledge that for
give me.
sure.
So
I
get.
yeah,
Can
Understood.
I
I'll
and
get some
now,
acknowledge
grace
that for
to?
sure.
and
Can I?
now.
Can I?
Okay,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
okay,
on. Can
guys.
I
I
get
don't
So
some
even got to
grace to
talk
explain
tonight.
that?
Oh,
Can I
God.
get
Hold
Eat
some
on,
him
let
grace
up,
to
little
girl.
bug
explain
Eat
say.
that?
him
Let
up,
little
girl.
bug say
Can
something. Let
I
little
get some
Eat
bug
him
grace,
say
up,
something.
Jasmine? Can
girl.
You
I?
got to let little
Wait,
bug
guys.
say something.
Wait. Jasmine, can I have
Oh,
some grace to explain that?
No.
you already did. You
I
You
was
skipped
like,
the
already
you
gave
did
his
not
context.
no,
expertise.
because
we
you
Okay.
need to move
All
on
right.
to
you
the
did
next
So I
topic.
agree with
context.
you.
You
Hold
did.
on. And thank you, Alan. I appreciate that.
K Dot,
What
what
I'm
I want you to do is I want you to stand on what you say. You
No,
spend
I
so
just
much
I agree with
time
you. I
explaining
agree with
yourself.
you.
Just stand on what you
I
say.
agree with
Stand on
you.
it.
Yes.
No,
And
I
Stand
then
stand
on
on it.
that
what
I
you
still
leads
stand
say
on
me,
it.
and let it
I
that
be
still
what
leads
it
me to
no,
my
I
is.
agree
next
with
very
you. I
point.
agree
So,
with you. I agree with you
so,
on that
guys, do
particular
we see
situation.
now why I
What I'm
asked the
saying
question
is
I asked?
the
Because this is a real life thing.
yeah, yeah.
Why? This is why
I
I asked what I
agree.
asked. I just wanted to
Hold
make
on,
that point.
hold on, Harley, real quick. I agree with you, Jasmine. I don't. Now that that you broke that context down, you are right. That is not masculine. That is toxic. That is what you just said. That is bitter and all those type of things. I'm not saying that you can't hold me accountable. That is not what I'm saying. I want to be very, very clear because everybody is supposed to be held accountable if something didn't get done, right? What I'm saying is that, hey, can you ask me? Hey, I'm just coming in. I just had a real jacked up day at work. Um, can you ask me how my day was first? You know, hey, babe, how's your day? Yeah, my day kind of sucked today, babe. And he was just like, oh, okay, because I was just wondering because the trash didn't get dumped today. And you're usually good and consistent at doing that. And I'm gonna come back and be like, you know what, you're right, babe. My apologies.
Oh,
Let me
what a
go ahead and
life.
take care. Wait. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the trash right now. Let me go ahead and take care of that because
What
it
a life.
was she still held me accountable and I'm still going to get that trash done. But I just maybe I was going through some things and I didn't know how to articulate that to you or even express it to myself or even understand it
Brother, that's
myself
why you're
that I was doing
single.
that work. You
That's
know
why you're
what?
single,
Shut up,
brother.
Sam. Shut up, Sam. Shut up. Anyway, that's what I was
Dang. Now I
saying.
can't even
I,
hear. Hold on, I'll be back.
She said, "I'll be
okay,
back."
everybody. That's all.
Uh,
That's all I was saying, Alan. You hit on the point right there, and I appreciate that, sir. Um, I definitely, I definitely appreciate. That's all I'm saying. Just give me a little
it's
grace. I'll go ahead and take care of the trash. You're absolutely right. I need to dump the
Boy,
trash. I should
bye.
have dumped it. You're right. I apologize. My apologies. Let me go ahead and take care of that.
again,
And it's
it
just
goes back to
if
the
you know your
word.
man, you
Bro.
should know how
Go
to talk
back,
to your man.
go back to the word
If you know your woman,
expectation.
then you should know how your woman gonna feel if the trash ain't taken out.
And then expectation. Go back to that word and what that word mean to
Shoot.
you two guys. You
Why
know
you
what I'm
keep
saying?
going
Yeah.
out?
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if you go back to that word expectation, if you getting off work and you expecting for something or some particular thing or for your girl to say something when you come home, and if she don't, so you already setting
I
yourself
can't.
up for a
This is
letdown.
stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if she do, you cool with it. But if you don't go home with no expectation and going through the door, man, you expect to show up to the crib. That's all you expected to do is make it home safe, motherfucker.
Right. And
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 what
and
she
I'm
did
not.
and what she did and what she didn't do, that's none of your concern. And
Right, but I'm
unless
just saying I'm human at the end of the day
we
too.
all
Like
are, we
sometimes
all
I
are, bro.
forget, I forgot it wasn't to piss you off or to have you be upset with me about not dumping the trash. That was
It
never
ain't
my
that serious,
intention.
yo.
But
It
I
can't be that
forgot. I
serious.
simply forgot. I apologize. Let me go ahead and take care of that for you.
And
But
that's that.
it also means a lot to me when you still ask about my day and then understanding why I didn't take the trash out, at least giving me
So
some
you
type
didn't
of
take the trash out because she
grace.
didn't ask you how your day was?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, I didn't.
Well,
No,
make me
I didn't
understand you,
take.
brother.
I didn't
I'm
take.
lost.
I
I'm
didn't take
lost.
the trash out
He
because I forgot.
just gotta stay on
I
topic
just simply
because
forgot. I'm human.
Okay, let's get back
I
on. But you got any more questions? I get you,
no.
Little Harley. I get you.
Okay,
I get you.
so I do have one last question, and then we're gonna end the show. And this is really good, y'all. This is real. This is a
She
good. This
great.
go
got a little
me,
intense.
go me, go
Uh,
me.
so great questions, Jasmine. I'm not Jasmine. I'm sorry. Hood Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
I
what you talk
appreciate
about?
great question. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
I'm
Hey,
just kidding.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
before you go off into that question, let me ask you guys this. I'm a spiritual dude. I'm not a religious cat, and
Me
I'm a
neither.
firm believer in everything that I believe in the power of prayer too. How do you
Uh
feel
huh.
about opening your show up with prayer to create a atmosphere that will lead into some positive? Because I'm just curious to know about that, and I don't know how y'all felt about that. Some people don't
Um,
ain't into that type of thing or whatnot, but I think that it keeps temperament, balance, and prayer is powerful, bro. And you never know.
I'll say this. To answer your question, I believe in the First Amendment. So,
Dig that. Okay, enough be said.
however, if you play the Buddha, if that's
No, it ain't Buddha, bro. Don't play me like. Don't
I
play me.
don't know.
Don't,
I'm just
we ain't gonna
saying.
play.
I
I don't play Buddha. I
look.
don't do any of that type
I'm just
shit. You know, I was
saying.
just
But
curious.
everybody,
And I
I
take
said, listen to
and I
what I'm
take that
saying. I said
and I
I
take that
respect the
literally
First
serious.
Amendment.
And I'm only speaking of experience because I know what the power of prayer and I know what
Right.
it done for me as being a single father.
Yeah, I pray
And
all the
if you
time.
want to, and if you want a successful show and you want the show to be successful, incorporate prayer, incorporate peace and
But
things
here's the
like that.
thing. But here's my rebuttal on that. because I think
Enough said. You ain't got a rebuttal on nothing, brother.
no,
You
no,
don't owe me
I'm
no
gonna rebuttal.
explanation. This
No,
your show. Do your
I'm gonna
thing.
rebuttal. I'm gonna rebuttal.
You
What
choose
I'm
to.
saying is that whoever God that you pray to, spiritual or religious or whatever, is that person's business. So how I don't get into all of that type stuff. If they want to have a prayer for themselves, that's cool. Or
Enough
if they
said. Let's go
ask
to.
us
I
to
got you.
pray for them, absolutely, I'm on
I
board.
got
Not
you.
a
Let's go
problem.
to your next question, brother. I got
Okay,
you.
so the next question, and this is the last question of the show. Okay, because we're actually going over time a little bit. Okay, so the last question, I don't know if you guys read in the Westwood article, but and
What's that?
so it's a possibility that Colorado might pass a bill to make prostitution illegal, or I'm sorry, legal. Excuse me. Now that we're in this particular dynamic as far as relationships, do you think that will make uh, us? Is that a divisiveness to relationships, or is it enhancement?
Bro, ask yourself that question, man.
Who
Like literally,
let the
man.
So
hoes
Jasmine,
out?
I'm gonna start with Jasmine.
Who
Go ahead, Jasmine.
let the hoes out?
So I was a madam, so I sex work is really near and dear to
What?
my heart.
I didn't know
I
that.
I support sex workers. I'm very supportive of sex work.
Okay.
If you look at the bill, if you look at the legislation, it's actually really they're trying to pass it for protection purposes. So protection
I
of
okay.
women and families who are actually already um in that line of work.
Okay.
So if you know the history of Colorado, we're always the first. We're always the guinea pigs. We're always the states that policies, administration bills are passed to see how they hold up. And so
Man.
this just follows suit. This follows suit with what we always do in terms of the country. Colorado is always one of the first, if not the first. Colorado will always be the first to have the most radical policies, legislations passed. And so it's the same thing with marijuana. We were the first to make
Yep.
that happen. And so we'll be the
Yep.
first to make prostitution legal. But if we think about it, it's like you're gonna do what you're gonna do regardless, whether it's legal or not legal. Sex trafficking, sex game, the sex industry is the oldest
Yeah.
industry in America. Like
It is.
it's a
Don't forget
billion
preaching.
dollar a
Don't forget
billion
preaching. Don't forget
exactly.
preaching.
Exactly. It's one of the top ones. It's $1 billion industry. And so for
Yeah.
Colorado, they're like, how do we get our cut? So that's really what it's about. It's about protection of the women who are
It's about
already
that. It's about money because y'all gonna
Yep,
do it anyway. So now they gonna tax your ass for selling ass, and
exactly.
so
that's just what it's
so
gonna
does
be.
that mean
Well,
so that because when
academic
we accepted the marijuana
legacy.
situation, right? Inflation went sky
I'm
high.
sorry,
So do
guys.
you think it's gonna go up even more because of this or no? In
No,
your
What's
because
going to
opinion?
I
go
don't
up?
I think so.
it's not I don't
Oh,
think inflation will go up, but I think there will be another line of industries that are
I can't
opening.
believe
So
I'm hearing this.
I think that there'll be hostels, there's gonna be real life boutiques, like there's gonna be a whole
okay.
nother playing field, and I'm for it 100%.
Okay. All
I'm
right,
for it.
cool. So you don't think it's a divisive to relationships? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think they're connected. I don't think one has to do with the other. I think
Okay.
if a man was gonna
Okay.
go pay a hoe, he was gonna go pay a hoe whether it was illegal or not.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Alan, go
I
ahead with
can't.
that.
Man, I ain't never paid for no vagina, man. So I can't speak on that, bro. And I ain't gonna start.
No,
So
no, but it's not asking
I
if you
don't know.
pay
I
for
can't.
it.
I can't. That
Like,
ain't my
do you
field.
think it would?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't even wrap my
She
mind around
said,
that
"Now
type
I'm
shit, yo.
practicing
Okay.
my First Amendment."
You know.
Okay.
Ah,
Well,
So
all right. So we're
yo,
going. We're
I
going
don't.
He
I
said,
to.
"I'm gonna sit this one out."
he
yo.
said, "My
Okay.
First
Go ahead.
Amendment, my First Amendment."
I
Go
can't
Hmm.
ahead.
speak
I'm
on
just
that
playing.
because if
Me?
you in a relationship, ain't no way in fuck you should be out paying for no vagina. And I'm gonna be respectful, not
I'm with
saying the
you on
word.
that.
So if you
Right.
But wait. But
involved
what
in
if
a
the other
relationship,
person's into that? What if your significant other's into that?
Then
Then
you're
that's on
into
y'all. Y'all
it.
have an open relationship.
Yeah, then you're
So
into
that's
I
on
that.
you.
mean,
Well, you know, I
That's
don't
y'all
involve
thing.
myself with people like that. I like being around people who's monogamous, who's married, who value
Okay, that's
marriage,
fine.
things
You
That's
like
don't
that.
even
fair.
be
So,
knowing what people be doing in their bedroom. You don't know who
well,
you're
Pandora's
I
surrounded
have
by.
no
box.
clue. So,
Pandora's box.
but what
Don't
I
open
value,
Yeah.
Pandora's box if you don't want to
yeah.
know.
So yeah, that's something
But
different, yo, and
as
that's
far
just
as
for
Okay.
people.
relationships, though, like I said, I
So
don't
what?
think it has
So
anything to do with relationships. I think that
okay.
it's just going to expose who people, let people be who they are. That's what it's going to do. But
Okay.
There
Freely.
finna be some
at
Diddy shit
peace
jumping
in
off
they
around this
field.
spot.
And so what? They're going to be able to be who they are. And that's just it.
Okay. All right. That's. I
Yeah.
think that's a. I think that's a fair assessment. Me personally, will it affect relationships?
Same.
Uh, uh, I would say, well, first of all, I do agree with Jasmine. It's in a more controlled environment. So yes, it is for a safety
Do y'all hear
purposes
what y'all?
because hold on, because it because a lot, a lot of girls do get, not a lot, a few girls, well, I don't know, girls
A
get
lot of
killed in
girls
this
get
particular
dead. They
industry,
get dead. Okay.
on the
That's what it
street,
is.
and they're easily trafficked. They're easily killed at truck stops, and then you should. Matter of fact, there's an analysis. There's a report that was done about truck drivers. Um, it's crazy. A lot of those damn people are fucking killers.
Well, now they're going to have a W-9
Shoot.
on their asses, which means they can be tracked, which means they could be attended for, which
Right,
means they just can't come up dead.
right.
Exactly.
So who's gonna be the
But
But
pimp?
I gotta
I
go.
guess, I
Um,
guess, I
I
guess my
Or
my
these gonna
my
be
I guess
Okay.
or the hoes
hold on,
gonna
hold
be
on now,
individually?
hold on. I
I'm going to
guess
try to
Who's
my
go
gonna be
my
follow you.
Jazz?
my
You gonna be the
question
pimp?
is, well, no, I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. I don't need nothing. What I'm saying is, will it encourage more women to be in that industry, or will it encourage more women to still want a relationship as far as marriage is involved? I'm just asking a question. I see your face, Jasmine. I'm just asking a question. That's my
It's
my thought. Because everything's so involved around money, like and monetary gain and transactional relationships, and it's just, I don't know. So
And the only reason why I don't
that's
really
my
speak on
opinion
this
on
type
that.
of topics like that is because again, I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
a religious dude. I'm a spiritual dude, and I'm not
Spiritual guy.
a money. I'm not. I don't lead by the flesh. I don't operate in the flesh. And I
Okay,
say all the time that I'm not of the world. I don't give a fuck about how the world is operating. I pay
gotcha.
attention to what's going on, but I'm not of the world. And it's
That makes
sad that we got to this space where they can actually start prostituting. And first you got to dictate on whether our women could have babies or not, or when they can have babies and things like that. Now you're gonna find a way to tax and be able to create a army, quote unquote, of women to sell their bodies, and
they're
you're gonna
already
get
selling
somebody
their
else.
bodies. It's
I get
already
that, but I get that, but the majority of these sisters that selling their bodies is crackhead, is dope fiends now. Ain't no high class. It is, but
what?
that's some
You
inside
are
shit.
what?
Again,
What?
I don't know.
What?
I'm
he
not of
did
that
say.
world.
Wait a
Yes,
You're
minute,
don't
right.
say
so
Jasmine.
that.
He
that
Don't
did
the
know.
say he
You're
doesn't
problem
have.
right.
Don't
He
this
say,
goes
doesn't
are
know.
you?
You're
beyond
right.
this goes
You're
beyond the
absolutely
minority.
right.
Wait,
There's
I
wait.
am
To be
not
people,
of
fair,
the
there's
hold on,
world,
Alan.
rich
so
Hold on,
people
Alan.
in
I
that
don't
Alan.
know.
field.
I
What
don't
are
know.
you
Jasmine.
saying?
He did
That's
I
say.
don't
He
know.
did say. He did
crazy.
not.
No,
He
no, I
didn't
don't
know
sound
about
crazy.
this
It's just I
industry.
just said
He's
that I'm not of
assuming.
that world, so I don't know what goes
So he's
on in
just
that world.
assuming
So
what's
So
then,
I
going
if
don't
you're
on
not
know.
of
there.
the world, then you can't then
No,
go on and
of
say
that
that
world.
hookers
I
are
just said
crackheads, and
I
so then you
shit.
can't say that.
Well,
You
where the
can't
bitches
say
at? Where
that.
the hoes at? There? Where the good looking hoes at? Cold and that on Colfax.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Oh shit.
I'm a.
Not on Colfax. Where they at then? On
The
Woo!
Quinoa.
exotic parties, they
Yeah, and
the
see,
He
and,
running
did
and,
for
say
and,
he doesn't
and
have
president's place.
experience in this
y'all know that's some
area.
They
So
now
I'm
that's some
confused.
FMET
Are you
that's
award.
some
in
freaky
it
shit.
or
That's
are
some
you
old
in
freaky
it
shit,
or
and
are you not?
I'm not into
Are
that
you
freaky
in
shit.
it or are you not?
I am not
Are
in it.
you
You're
in it or
absolutely
are you
right. So
not?
I have
So
no
for
They
you
business
to
on
they
not,
speaking
for
on
excellent.
that
you to
because
not
I'm
be
not
in
in it.
it,
You're
you
right.
got
I
so
have no
much to
business speaking on
No,
it
say
because
Alan.
I'm
for
not
Listen.
in
you
it.
not to be in
You
it.
know,
You
you're
have
right.
so much to
Because I'm a
say.
street nigga. I come from the streets, baby girl. I know what goes on.
So
I ain't
are you
naive
in
to
it
the
or are
shit.
you
I
not?
ain't
Are you
stupid.
in it
It
or
don't
are
take
you
no
not?
rocket science to figure. Did
Are
you hear what I
you
said?
in
I'm gonna
it or
answer.
are
If
you
you're gonna let
not?
me answer, I don't pay for pussy. I'm gonna say that. So I ain't in it.
Okay. That's fair. He's not in
Okay,
it.
so again,
Never
if
have.
you and that's what I'm saying. So it's like this is the thing. People have so much to say about shit they have no idea what they're talking about. And y'all be so passionate and loud and
No
fucking
idea.
wrong. And
No
wrong.
idea. See, you don't
Well,
know
I
I
nothing
just
about
mean,
me to
asked
say I
you.
don't know, have no idea.
I
I
just
don't know.
I
asked
I don't
mean,
know
you.
but
you
I
that
to say
asked
you
that
don't
would
you.
have
be
no idea.
That's
that
why
would
I
be
asked
Just see, I
you.
don't. We don't.
that
We don't.
That's
that
No.
why
would be
I
Yeah.
an
asked you.
That's why I said I apologize for speaking on shit that I know nothing about because I'm not of that motherfucking world.
but he did
Okay,
say
so
Now
that
then
let's
though.
when
move
He
I
said
on.
he
just
didn't
said
have
that
any
you have
experience
no
in it.
idea, you just said you
And
have
I
no
just said you
idea.
right. I
And
just
then
told
I
you
just
that.
said that. I
He
just
did
said it,
say
and
that.
you just tell me that I'm wrong for saying
I
what
didn't say.
you just
I didn't.
said.
Oh,
Baby
did you
Okay.
say
girl,
that?
My
enjoy
I'm
your
gonna
evening and enjoy your
yeah.
mannerism,
Yeah.
your mannerism, if that's what you were involved in. But I just said I reject
See, y'all
and
be
pull
hitting
back
my points
everything I
so good. I'll
said,
be so happy. Like this is
everything.
where
You know,
agree to disagree would
so
come
it's
in right
cool.
now. Y'all
I
remember
agree
last
with
week?
you.
Y'all
I
remember
agree with
that?
you.
No,
Yeah.
I think. Well, here's the thing. I think it could have been an opportunity, Jasmine, for to educate him on that
No, I
because
don't want to be educated
wait,
because I'm
wait.
not of that world, brother. You ever
Okay.
said I don't have
Well,
no
See?
okay.
problem? That ain't a conversation. That's why I should
Okay.
have kept my
That's
fucking mouth
fair.
closed and didn't
Okay.
say
Okay.
nothing because
That's
that
cool.
ain't my cup of
But
tea
Okay. That's
knowledge
at
fair.
is
all.
All right.
power.
That's
You
fine.
don't
That's
have
fine.
to
I don't
be
even
of the world
associate.
to
I
I
know
was
don't
trying
about
to
even
it.
help you, Alan. I was
no
trying to
no
help
need to
you,
help
brother.
not
Knowledge
in that
is
area.
All right.
You
power.
don't
Look,
It's
help
a
me in that,
thing.
brother.
okay.
I
I
I plead the
I
blood of
used to.
Jesus over this
Here's
whole
the thing.
thing
Here's
right
the
now.
thing. I used to think. I used to have negative thoughts about the marijuana industry until I actually was working in there as asset protection personnel, and then I was educated on certain plants and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, this is, I was educated on certain things to where that my assumptions uh were outweighed by factual evidence of what I was educated on. So I don't mind. I think it's important for to get maybe educated from people that we defer from or don't necessarily agree, and that's why we have debates, right? It's just exchange of information, right?
Or you can
And
choose
but
not to
Because
we can
say shit at
only
all,
knowledge
right?
is
but,
power, and we got to
but
be able
right,
to
we have
conversate and
to see other
converse
people's point
about
of
what's
view. I
going
think that's
on in
important.
our reality, and we got to be able to talk about it. And if you can't
Right,
talk about it or you don't know about it, we can't educate one another because it's a real life thing
exactly.
and it's a real life issue going
I
on.
agree. I agree
Agreed.
100%.
Agreed.
So, all right, guys, we have it is the point of the end of the show. You guys have 30 seconds to give your final thoughts and shout out what you're doing and what you got for the people and where they can find you at. And I appreciate everybody being on the show. Um, I want to be very, very clear. I don't take it personal uh in any type of way as far as old school being upset about this. That's my brother. He's entitled to be upset.
We
We'll laugh
love
about
you,
it later.
old
It ain't the first time
school.
he did it. You know what I'm saying? We love him. We love you, old school. And
You us never
he'll
part,
be
my
back next week.
teacher.
So I'm gonna start with Alan here. Sir, go ahead and shout out your stuff, and
Man,
then
as I stated,
not only that, I want you to tell them about your manuscript, and I want you to know where people can find you at with your situation. So go ahead. You have 30, and I want your final thoughts of what we discussed here today.
well, my final thought was definitely a good thing, man. It's always good to be open minded about conversation and shit like that. And then sometimes, when you don't, like you said, when you don't know something, sometimes you just keep your mouth closed and you just listen. And whether you observe that information for your personal gain, that's up to you or
Yeah.
not. That's what I gathered from this. That's my final thought. As far as my manuscript go, the name of it I'm writing is called "The Garden That I'm In," and it's based on
Mm,
the importance of bringing and showing and displaying black love. Let these kids see black parents loving each other.
Mm.
It shows it's basically my story. I'm a single father raising a autistic son, and I'm doing this totally by myself. I have no family here. I depend, and it shows the relationship that I have with my higher power and how I lean on him, opposed to leaning to the streets, which I've known all my life. And it shows that I've run into a sister, and this sister has her things together. She's a business owner, and we kind of connect, and it shows the positive side of dating. It shows us dating and not
Okay.
rushing into anything, and it's going to lead into some healthy, conversations, and it's just really bringing some black love back. That's what the manuscript is about. I put
That's
my information in. You have the manuscript. I
Yes.
put my information in. I'm praying to God and hoping that I can bring this to a series or something that I can get some local people involved in. Who Queen Go Getter, she read it. She enjoyed reading it. So being able to just draw out talent, local talent here in Colorado, and being able to do what I love most, and that's just bring this black love back to to
He
our
ain't
folks.
hyping it up enough. He
Perfect.
ain't
And here
hyping it up enough.
and
He's doing something different, guys. Okay, he's not hyping it up enough. And I'm gonna be the star in it. And what you talk about? It's go
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
So
hit
okay,
me up
I'm
and
so
excited,
y'all
guys,
could be a
about it.
part of the show so we can get
real
this going.
hold on. Y'all can find him at this address right here at the bottom, right there. That's how you can connect with Alan. And sir, I would have to disagree with you. You do have family. You my brother. You understand?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and we support you. So you adopted and you kind of stuck with me. I'm sorry. I'm like a bad
Hey,
rash.
one other thing, real quick. I also wanted the sisters to see that I wanted sisters to see that there is men who value their women. It's men who value their
Mhm.
child. It's men who value their marriage. It's men who have a relationship with God and can be a good leader. These are all the things that I am displaying, not just writing about, but these are the things that I've had to learn to kind of implement in my own life. Going through therapy, it's cool to go to therapy. You can't do nothing but win when you go to therapy. So
Yep.
everything that I'm writing about is what I've experienced. So I'm not coming up with no bullshit. Everything is
Right.
genuine, and I am
Right.
excited about it, guys.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Yes,
When
sir.
we get when that gets all published, please we
Yes,
want to
sir. You
know.
already
And
know.
okay, so we got the hood Harley Quinn, the Queen Go Getter.
Hey
Where people can
yo.
find you at? Shout out your
Well,
stuff. Go
you know,
ahead.
it's Ed Harley in the building. Y'all can find me on all your social medias. Hit Harley Quinn, aka Quinn Go Getter. I got a lot of stuff going on, so just stay tuned. Follow me. All of that. Support. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Good
thank you,
night. I'm
ma'am.
tired.
And you have a
What you
show
get? Wait a
when?
minute.
You have a show
What's your
when?
final thoughts?
February 21st.
February 21st at the.
Yep. Rumors Cafe. I might be wrong, so that's why I'd be like, stay tuned, because my brain is scattered, y'all. I be overbooking myself because I ain't got no managers, just me.
So why
Gang,
don't we
gang.
do this? When we do this
So
in the comment section, you'll put the actual of this video. We'll put the actual place where you can locate where she's going to be having a concert
I'll
at.
do
Let me
it
put
in
it.
the comment section, but somebody's gonna share it on their page. It's just stay tuned. It's on my new page. It's the Soda Free concert. Okay,
Yep.
February 21st.
Thank you, Queen. Appreciate you being on the show and
God
Thank
continue
bless
to
you.
keep me so. And
you.
always, thank you, ma'am. The wonderful Jasmine Elizabeth. Please shout out everything that you got going on and where people can find you. And I want to know your thoughts about the show. I want you to know your final thoughts on this.
Great conversation. I enjoyed the show a lot. I think it's definitely a good space and needed. So it was appreciated for sure to hear different perspectives and thoughts. Yeah, so that's dope. I like it. You can find me, Jasmine Elizabeth, on all your platforms. Instagram is Jasmine Elizabeth Inc. Facebook is Jasmine Elizabeth. And like I said, you can check us out every Friday on our page, which is AHRR, for Dear Jazzy, where we have similar conversations like this. People send us emails, chats, thoughts for just different things, and we have a really good time in the comments. So check us out on YouTube, Facebook, every Friday about 4:35 o'clock Colorado time, Denver time.
Perfect.
Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. And like I said, her show is dope as hell. Like dope, dope. Y'all gotta check it out.
Hey, I'm looking forward to
Huge
checking
fan.
in with you, Jasmine.
I'm gonna need you
I
to go
like your
ahead
I
and
Yes.
like your demeanor, sister.
next time I see you, Jasmine, I'm gonna need an autograph, please. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, you got to get two of them. I
Same.
With a
need one
picture,
too, bro.
with a
I need
picture,
one.
That's
with a
like
picture,
same. I need one,
with
and
a
I want to
picture.
check out your manuscript too. I have a book. Now I know it's on Amazon, but we can chat because
Oh, you got
I
to talk
would
about
love
that.
yeah, talk about that. And then I'd like to just really highlight black men because I do believe there are a lot of good black men doing the work. And
Thank
so
you. Yes,
just
yes, yes.
highlighting that is important for sure.
Appreciate that.
Well,
Yep.
I'm gonna give my final thought. Uh, Okay.
Mhm.
My final thought. Well, first of all, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, the audience members. I appreciate the panel. I appreciate Jasmine for being on this crazy show called The Conversation, Relations and Relationships. And I appreciate, and the thing is, first of all, there's nothing like a black woman. I want to tell y'all that right now.
Praise God for
Ain't nothing
y'all.
like
Yes,
you are the
Mhm.
indeed,
blueprint.
indeed. Nigga, you supposed to
Period.
did a hand clap behind that. You supposed to
That,
had your hand. You supposed to had a hand clap behind that,
why don't
yo.
we go ahead? Why don't we go ahead and do that real quick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, say that. Wait a minute. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, ain't nothing like it's like God. Y'all hear that?
Yes.
That's what y'all make me feel. Ain't nothing like y'all that woo Lord, I'm getting sweaty and hot right now.
Thank
Hello,
you.
good morning.
Hey,
I love
hey,
y'all.
hey,
I
hey,
love y'all. I
hey.
want y'all to know. I want y'all to know ya. I love y'all. Y'all hear me for real?
We love your
Especially us
buck.
two black men up
Love
here.
that.
We love
We,
y'all
we love
for
your
real.
buck.
Love
We rock
that.
with
Absolutely.
y'all,
Absolutely.
and we fuck with y'all the long way. Okay, and don't let anybody think that we don't, because we do. Okay, I love me a black woman. Ain't nothing. Y'all the blueprint. You understand me? People got to follow y'all. You dig?
Follow
Y-
me.
so y'all Mother Earth. Okay, get it together. I know that's right. But anyway, I love y'all, Queen, or Empresses, I should say.
We love
Um,
your buck.
Love
Period.
that.
and I thank y'all for having the conversation. It got a little intense a little bit, and that's okay. That's just our culture. We smoke a blunt and have a barbecue later. You know what I'm saying? That's just us. We just going. It's important for us to have these conversations so we
Mhm.
can heal and we can encourage more therapy. I've done therapy. It done wonders for me. It saved my life.
I'm
It,
currently
it
doing
and
therapy,
that's
and that is
and
such a surprise.
and y'all pray for me. You know what I'm saying? As I'm doing these shows and as
Right.
I am a civil rights activist. I do hold police accountable. Y'all pray for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out there really doing the work and holding these some of these tyrants accountable when it
Yeah.
comes to the domestic violence in our community, which they're supposed to be of servitude in. So I appreciate everybody that was here. Um, and we're gonna go ahead and exit on out. We appreciate y'all being on the show. Y'all can find me on this channel. Y'all can find me on my YouTube, DJ K. The Party, which I got, which I appreciate, 33,000 subscribers and counting. And and I appreciate y'all and support the Art Network, support Miss Jasmine, support Hood Harley Quinn, support my guy Alan when that thing is done. And I'm almost done reading it, by the way. I got a lot of shit going on right now.
It's
I'm
a
going.
pretty
I'm gonna
dope
get that
script. It's
through.
a
That's
dope,
cool.
dope
That's cool.
script.
It's a
Hey
dope
guys,
read, by the way.
hey,
Yeah.
real quick. Real quick, man. This just can I just feel compelled to just kind of just want to say a couple words of prayer real
Okay.
quick and encouragement
Okay.
if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Father God, thank you for this opportunity that you've given us, Father God. I ask that you be in the midst of the conversations. We know some conversations are not comfortable, but some conversations are needed. Uncomfortable conversations are needed. I ask that you keep a watch over each and every person over this that's on this line, God, that's under the sound of my voice right now, Father. Keep them all away from danger seen and unseen, enlarge their territories, and continue to just bless them all right where they are. Meet them all right where they at, Father. And I thank you for this opportunity that you've given me to even want to say a prayer for my brothers and sisters in Christ. In Jesus' name, I give you the honor and praise. Amen.
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 Appreciate y'all. Well, y'all heard
Amen.
what he said. Y'all heard what the man said. Well, that was the
Good night,
conversation, y'all. I
guys.
appreciate y'all being on the show. And
Hey, peace out till
y'all,
we meet again. Love and eat. Y'all take care and be safe.
See you
right,
later.
right. Let's go.